Cola Bar Sports News coming back at you with another slip slapper. You feel me? Down. You hear me? Let it feel y'all get up in here. Hit that like, share, subscribe, share this video, and please leave a comment at the end of each video that I do. You know, I'm trying to come with banger after banger after banger. You feel me? But check this out. Y'all see the title. We talk about sports and news that's been going on the last couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks tops that I've been missing out on. Salute Marlon was down with the top of the morning, big dog. I come fresh off the clock to get y'all this good input. You feel me? What's up, Slim? What's down with it, big brother? Top of the morning. But hey, man, we got a lot to talk about. You see, they got players moving. I'm talking about on the horizon. We're gonna talk about all that today on this show. You understand? But where do I start? Y'all want me to start with the news, or y'all want me to start with the sport? I think I'm gonna start with the sports because you know I'm a sports head, and I really don't try to mind people business, but you can't help but to see it when they throw it in your face all the time, when it be all in the algorithm and shit like that. So just hit that like button to get me in the algorithm, so we can start spreading this positive message and spreading the truth, because you know the truth hurt, and that's what I'm here to do: hurt niggas' heart. Especially we done with this era still. And I'm about to tell you why we done with this era. Too much movement, man. Too much goddamn movement going on around this motherfucker. And guess what? So, who gonna stay to the fire? Who gonna put their feet to the fire and hold themselves accountable? Zion, Gumbo, eating ass, John Morant, bitch ass. All these niggas just doing dumb shit, getting bag after bag just to set out and not get the fans a good show. You understand? You got the number one and the number two draft pick. I forgot what draft they came in. But both of these niggas ain't nowhere to be found. Do you see him? That's why we say we done with this era. You will never get that in our era. You think Elijah Wine, number one draft pick. Now, I give you Sam Bowie, you understand, but I don't. At least he still paid out a good career some type of way, being a big man, whether he was a blocker, a rebounder, or anything. But goddamn, y'all number one and number two draft pick. Where's Waldo? We don't even know where they at. And you trying to force your way from New Orleans, nigga, we gonna treat you like Anthony Davis after a while, nigga. We don't want you, boy. Look, if you don't want to be in my city, it is what it is, my nigga. Man, we ain't mad at that, boy. Get the fuck. Arrivederci. Move around, nigga. Like Lou and Mystica said, nigga, move, bitch. Get out the way. Let somebody else take your space. We got players, we got niggas that won't be down here. They love our culture. Don't get it twisted. If you want to run your stupid ass to New York, go ahead on run with the New Yorkers. Ain't nothing wrong with my New Yorkers. If they got a family reunion coming out there at the end of the month, I might not can't make it because of the situation that I'm dealing with. But guess what? Hey, I'm almost done with it. I'm almost done with it. Believe that. Well, come on, man. What we doing? Then you got the role player trying to form Avengers, the Transformers, the GoBots, whatever you want to call it. Voltron. Come on, man. Go sit your ass down somewhere, man. You done played 40 years, retired, man. You done got your son in the league. You played with your son, made history, and all the wrong reasons. LA was a disaster. That's what I want to talk about, too. They keep talking about, all I see in the media was LeBron tenure. Well, you know, I don't like to call him by name because I call him a goddamn role player. Was the role player tenure in LA was a failure? Hmm. You goddamn right it was. Goddamn, brother. Why we gotta keep talking about this bum ass nigga, man? Shit. Everything. So the longer y'all talk about him, the more I'ma cook this nigga. Believe that. I hope y'all had a safe and blessed 4th of July yesterday. Pop firecracker with your kid, because I was on the clock getting me. I ain't gonna lie. Time and half. Cut him in half. You feel me? So it is what it is, man. Look at Slim. Slim said after 20 years of being a Celtics fan, I'm done. I feel you. I feel cause look, it's too much. Yeah, they did him dirty. You know they did him dirty. See, let me tell you something about that, Slim. When you stand on business and you ain't bowing down, you just want to play the game at a high level and do what you do. Everybody got something to say, man. Everybody got something to say. They trying to ruin the dude and try to butt break him and all that. Y'all know how the game go when it comes to this industry, dog. You feel me? And I'm glad he stood on that business and cooking Stephen A. Smith. Snitch bitch ass. But y'all know how I come, man. Raw and uncut filth. You understand? So that's probably why they don't want to push me in the algorithm. It is what, hey man, it is what it is. But I don't. You shouldn't have never gave us no shit like that. And I told my brother Ticket, this ain't for everybody. Y'all don't tell the comedians how to do it when y'all make them movies promoting violence and cussing all through the movies. Y'all don't do it and shadow ban them. So why you want to shadow ban me, nigga? I'm raw with it. That's the only way I know how to cook, man. We serve straight drop over here. And my kitchen is on fire. 7,000 degrees, man. And guess what? We gonna bring that grill all day, every day. But like I said, man, you know Slim, they did the man dirty. Tatum, man, he a red nigga. He a pretty boy, man. Come on, man. We never even know it. None against my red people. None against my red people. The light skinned people, however you want to call them. But come on, man. When it comes to this type of color, man, you know they gonna try to hammer us down like a nail in a coffin. We not about to go for that though, Slim. But I'm glad Jalen Brown, stood on his own grounds and stand his own law. Believing. I can't see when a teammate don't talk up for you. Tatum remind me of Stephen Curry. Let the Raymond run wild and run all the players that help you get a championship, like Jordan Poole, KD. You understand? Because in my you got two without them, but you had Clay though. And you had a bench squad when you won it in 2015. So you clinch your whole bench off for 2015 to get KD, and you let this bum ass nigga Raymond run it. Come on, man. Where they do that at, man? Come on, y'all beg the man to come over there, at least get a man some type of respect. But you mother, we won before you came over here. Nigga, you wouldn't even be a full-time champion if it weren't for KD. You know it, bum ass nigga. That's what I'm saying. These niggas is ass. Shit to water. I don't understand what we got to keep going over about this era for. Like, you see the dog. You know the game tug of war. When you tug of war, you play is who got the most strength. Who gonna pull the hardest? Who gonna win? Who gonna get you in that water, that mud they putting you in? That's what I'm saying, Slim. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. See, this is what I be trying to tell people, bro. There's a lot of stuff I can talk about to get in the algorithm, but I won't do it because I'm built different, and I know people still might be trying to do certain things and get certain time back. So I'm not gonna drag them niggas' name through the mud and make them seem like they're a demon. We don't know why these dudes took the route they took or had to do what they had to do. But if you come from a small city, a private city like mine, where it's hard as it is, you gotta get it how you live for real, man. You know, that you let nobody step on you and kick you in your ass and you ain't gonna fight back or scratch back. You ain't built like that. So that's another reason why you gotta think about what you just said, Slim. And I totally agree with that. Streamers have it, but guess what? You put certain streamers in a nigga face because of they pushing your narrative. Like watermelon felon head ass talking. Like you should have had your picture on there with that fat ass head you got. Cock out of there. Yeah. I'm gonna get to all that. You understand? I'm telling you, man, these niggas hoes, these niggas pussyfoot, these niggas ain't built like us. And I'm glad I was born in the era that I came up in. You try to take the fathers out the house, and we still became men, men of men. It took us a while to understand a lot of things, but god damn it, we got it. We got it. You understand? We figured it out. And like I keep saying, bro, I'm gonna keep preaching it. I told my brother Ticket, man, this shit ain't for everybody. And nigga be sitting there looking at you like, hold up, man, what the fuck? What's going on? Why why so many niggas getting butt broke like this? But they won't call themselves a man. Real men, where I'm from, they don't get butt broke for nobody, no kind of money, nothing. You understand? It is what it is. You take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. When you up in certain situations, my grandpa always told me trouble is hard to trouble is easy to get into, but hard to get out. So the same way you got yourself in that trouble, the same way you better get your motherfucking self about that trouble. Don't call me because I ain't bumping no one for you. You know what you did wrong. I ain't raised you like that. But becoming a product of your environment teach you certain things in life every day, every day. The niggas that you hang around teach you shit every day, every day. So it's up to you to learn from your own mistakes or learn from the people that you hang around mistakes. Now my nigga got 7 years. What you got 7 years for? Personation, robbery, whatever. Knocking nigga brains out, whatever it is. Learn from another nigga mistakes, man, that you call yourself hanging around every day. That's what I did. I can't speak for everybody else. And then once I find out you a flunky, I'm talking about a flunky. I ain't fucking with you, dog. I don't need that man. I don't need no friend that bad. I don't give a damn. Once you fuck over me, nigga, and bite the hand that feeds you, long handle spoon when it come. I'm gonna hit you with that bean spoon like my mom used to slap me on the back of my neck and hold your hand out, turn it over with your knuckles. Boy, you ever felt a cooking spoon on your knuckles? And ain't see that bitch coming in Necatemo, Joe? That we used to call when you get Necatemo. Boy, that shit hurt, boy, especially when you don't see them bitches coming. I ain't about to keep beating that up, finding no flunky out here in this world thinking he know because his mama don't care, but mine do. Hell no. Nigga, I'm taking me more than 2, 3 times to bump my head. Like they say, 3 strikes out, nigga. Four balls is a walk. I ain't never got the 4 balls. I was always on the 3 strike. One away from getting that 3rd strike. What's up, your boy? What's down with it? Glad to have you, big dog. Salute, top of the morning. But yeah, back to this basketball. Man, this shit is so messed up. Like Slim just said, bro. Jalen Brown is the finals MVP. I tell you, I always thought Jalen Brown was a better player than Tatum because he played both sides of the ball. You saw what he did to Luca, but you won't keep the light skinned nigga and get rid of the dark skinned nigga. Come on, man. How you gonna get rid of Michael Fatito? You know Michael a dog, but you gonna get rid of Michael Fatito and keep Tito Jackson? You heard the boy saying? Come on, man. It was understood. Don't even need to be explained, bro. That's what we dealing with right now. You see what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. I'm just thinking about all this shit at work. I said, cause my older cousin called me while I was at work. Hey, oh Slim, listen, bro. You, we big you ain't over here. You see, you got that blue. I'm gonna leave my email because I can't type on this version. I'm gonna leave my email in after this video. Send me your number. That's the only way I can send a link on this version. I promise. I'm gonna send it to you like I do everybody. I know people still snoring and counting their chickens and waiting for them to hatch. But early bird get the first worm where I'm from, man. You know, that's we always been like that. Then my other cousin called me talking about he up early getting it now. You feel me? So that's what we do where I'm from, man. We don't sleep. I listen, I come straight off a 9 to 5 overnight. You're not supposed to be in the bed. But I ain't take a shower, wash my ass or nothing. I come straight on here fit with the bullshit. I'm ready for it. I'm gonna leave my email in this after this video. Shoot me a woo and I'm gonna send you my number. Once you lock that bitch in and call me and I lock yours in, I can always send you the link when I'm cooking. That's what I be looking for. I want to hear everybody's perspective, bro. I'm mad I don't be doing that stream, y'all, because they want you to pay for that. And you should have abandoned me anyway. You understand? You don't want me to get out there in the algorithm because you know how I'm coming. So I refuse to pay StreamYard for anything. You understand? So I'm just keeping it real. I ain't paying a country bum. Nothing. You already getting paid off, nigga. My nigga T Price be paying old head podcast. Y'all go salute to him. He always paying that stream, y'all. And look at his algorithm. The boy drop good content. We tell the truth. We just have fun. Like a brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? What's up, Kyle? What's down with it, big brother? Blessings, man. Oh, Trinidad. Oh, thank you, man. Much respect. I got Trinidad in this thing. I done seen Brazil in this thing. I'm just trying to cook the right way, bro, and just give y'all some nice, healthy cooking. Cause I know y'all tired of that bull on TV, that hot pockets and them corn dogs and them pizza rolls. Shit ain't good for you. So this is what we doing, man. This is what we doing right here, man. This how we want to come on my channel. So back to what was saying. I don't like how they did Jalen Brown, but then that's all they want to talk about is with the role play. Where he gonna go? Nope. The boy must get an application. Look, he must be a convicted felon now because ain't nobody trying to hire him. And you got bum ass Rich Paul on this motherfucker talking about something. We had 12 teams calling off and trying to, well, where they at? See, that's the narratives and the lies that they be pushing on here to y'all. But we here to break down the facts. You understand? Where they at then? Ain't nobody, I ain't never heard nothing. I'm saying, they talking about the New York Knicks was gonna lose. That's where the role player was going. I'm glad they won then, because now where he going? Only thing he gonna go is sit his ass in that sewer with the rest of them fucking lucha rats they got running around that motherfucker. You ain't about to get on no team out there. Not the Islanders, or what else team they got out there? Not the Yankees, nigga. Not the Mets. I thought you said you could play football. Why your bitch ass ain't go play football? That's all you do on the basketball court anyway. Bulldoze nigga and hit him with the forearm, chicken winging the nigga out the way. You should be playing football, nigga. You out there shooting bricks after bricks like you cold as shit. Man, stop it. You got your son in the league. Why he ain't help you beat the Thunder? Your son been on the league, on the team 2 years. Got the man a 4 year contract guaranteed. So you mean tell me he can't get no burn? Why he keep going to the G League coming back? Going to the G League coming back. But he earned that. Man, y'all be lying to these people, man. But y'all want shit on Jalen Brown because he ain't no ass kisser. If something ain't right with that picture, man. Y'all know it. Y'all know it ain't right. And Steph, I'm telling you, I'm watching you like a motherfucking hawk. If you go out there and you get that dude, because the Raymond took a pay cut, y'all should fire his motherfucking ass for costing y'all 2, 3 more rings. For that bullshit he did KD and Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole helped you win that ring. It wasn't the Raymond ass. And you gonna let that man punch him out and all of a sudden, look, bitch, you been in the play in the last 3 years, bitch. Game and get out. Nigga got your ass hostage down there looking down on you. Come on, man. Yo, what we doing? When we gonna keep it real with the people that keep it real with us? See, that's what I don't like about this era neither, bro. Y'all so bitch made and pussified. Nigga, put that money in your face and you turn on your own family. Put that money in your face, you turn on a nigga that help you get to the point that you at in today's in life. Then when you get the bag now, you ain't like, oh, I did this on my own. I don't need no help. Yes, you do. That's why y'all ain't crying for that man. And K did bitch ass nigga too for letting y'all run him because he ain't win shit since he left y'all. Now look at him. I'm just saying, y'all ever just shit water, dog. Just sad, sad, sad. But like, what y'all gonna keep running from the fire? Y'all keep running from the smoke? And don't want to hold yourself accountable? But you want me to get on it. Oh man, KD the highest order. Boy, that nigga cold. Boy, after what I seen Boston do your stupid ass, and y'all talking about y'all could play in the 90s, I'm flaming all y'all niggas this morning. I don't give a damn who you is. The Ram, you can't shoot to save your own soul. I know you can't play in the nine. Dennis Rodman was way more of a defender and a hustler at the same side that you at. What, 6'6"? You can't even get 10 rebounds a fucking season. Stop it, man. We not about to do this with y'all bum ass niggas no more. I'm drinking some juice and I got my water. I'm ready this moment. Got me a little juice and water, bag it up and flush it out. But look, man, don't play no games with me, bro. Slim said, damn, it do be the red nigga. I'm glad I stayed in the sun. Well, I came out red, but I can show you my baby picture right now. I wasn't always this color caramel. Mm-mm. Listen, sun good for you. The sun good for you. People eat all that bad stuff in that sun instead of you going to get that radiation. That sun help you burn that shit out. Why you think your grandparents live long? Hold up, y'all, hold up. Why you think your grandparents lived at 80 and 90 years old? Because they was working in that heat, construction, cutting grass, whatever the case may be. Nigga, we won't even go out. Dog, my kids almost won't go outside. Since they gave us social media and stuff like this, they almost won't go outside. And I be like, man, they talking about the mosquitoes. Man, buck up, Bart. And I know they babies, but that should be making me mad sometime. Yeah. When soon I go to the store, Dad, can I come? No, you don't want to go outside and play anyway. Stay your ass inside, stay on that game. Tell me what you want, I'm gonna bring it back. I keep it raw with me. You ain't want to go outside and throw the ball with me. It's too high. Daddy. All right, stay your ass right there. You ain't walking to. I'm walking to the store. I thought you were driving. Nope, I'm walking. I walk everywhere. Why the fuck I'm gonna burn my gas when gas damn near $20 a gallon in the store right around the corner? Nigga, I walk right there, man. I ain't about to be ladies ass niggas. Why I walk the gas station right around the corner right now? I walk my ass around there. Kid, I don't want to go to the store when you riding, but don't want to walk in that heat. Man, fuck all that. I keep it real with mine. Sit your monkey ass down. I ain't giving you nothing now. You don't want to walk in the heat with me, but I put to walk in the heat and get it for you. If you want it, you better walk like me and come get that shit, boy. What's wrong with you? Hey, can you bring me a juice and some love later back? Nope. You see these fucking bills around this motherfucker? You talking about juicing now later. Is you fucking crazy? Now, if you walk with me and show me you want that shit, I'll buy it for you. But if I'm gonna get walking to eat, I ain't walking with all them bags because I got 5 kids and all y'all want something. That baby, that. Now I'm walking like I'm coming from Winn Dixie or fucking Walmart with buku zuzus in the bag for your motherfucking ass and you don't want to go walk for yourself. Hell no. But I bet if I jump in that car in that AC, y'all won't ride. That's why I always walk. And when you going, I'm going to the store. Can I come? I'm walking. You got, I be reading their mind. Me, I'm like a fucking psychic. No, all right, just bring me something back then. Well, boy, what? Bring what back? I ain't bringing nothing back. I'm going to walk for myself in there. If I could walk in that heat, you could walk in that heat. The hell wrong with y'all? Tired of catering to these motherfuckers out here. No, I'm gonna show you how to get it like a man and like a woman. You get your ass up and come walk with me. Now, the only time they won't walk when the sun ain't out. But you ain't doing nothing. That's why I hope that's why I'm glad. Look, in Houston, the sun can be down, boy, it still be 100 degrees at night. Humidity be 130 out here. I be like, damn, it be so pissy hot out here, boy. I be like, wee. I'm gonna go back home. At least we got water. You got the river, you got the canals, you got creeks and all kinds of shit. Boy, you gotta ride the Galveston to get water. The wind to blow the water in Houston. Be straight dry heat like a nigga breathing on you. Telling you. You ain't got no Mentos or nothing, bitch. Red hot like a motherfucker. Just like the fucking heat out here. But they did what you call them wrong. And dog, let me tell you something. What the fuck, Boston? You wanted to get off this man so bad you went got Paul George, bro. That's how I know y'all be hating, dog. You traded a young MVP talent that got you to the finals and helped you win it for a nigga that hit the side of the backboard in love with strippers like T-Pain. We can't be doing this, y'all. No, I don't feel bad for Boston. Any Boston fans out there, bro, I feel for you, dog. I feel for you. I feel your pain. That's why I say I learned from a lot of people's mistakes. I ain't fucking with that shit. Whoever made that call should be fired. I'm talking about this nigga should never have a GM or head coaching job ever in life again. You traded Jalen Brown for Pandemic P? And this is another thing I don't like about this era. Sheetrock, what the fuck is you doing? You won a championship, but you want to go at home. I respect that because I be homesick. But if it's better opportunities out here for me, I'm gonna stay my ass right here and I'm gonna fight through it. You understand? I'm mad everybody went back home, but that's on them. I'm good. I can't cry over that. But this what I would let you know. Now your stupid ass still got traded back to Toronto, but it ain't the same team. Siakam gone, OG gone, Marcus All gone, Serge Ibaka gone, Kyle Lowry gone. So what the fuck is you supposed to be going to do over there? Fred feet gone. You in the worst situation than ever. So why you run your ass back to Toronto now? What is 2026? You was there in 19, so 2021, 7 years later, you want to try to run back? Boy, I want you niggas dumb as a box of rock. I knew you niggas wear helmets for a reason. That's why I call you motherfucking slow skis in this era. There's a bunch of fucking slow skis running out here. For real. You niggas is slow than a mother. And y'all think y'all be smart. You could tell that lab got, boy, you slow. Your lips stay dry, chap. You ain't got your hair never done. Now you want to go back to Toronto. I ain't never seen a nigga win a championship and run. Yeah, he said the feds are, bitch, you can run out the country all you want. Boy, the feds is everywhere. Bitch, you think you Leonardo DiCaprio catch me if you can? They gonna catch your monkey ass. All they gotta do is scan them fucking lips You got the driest lips on the face of this earth, dog. To say you're a fucking millionaire. You ain't got no fucking Carmex, no chapstick or nothing, no Vaseline to rub on them bitches. And they could tell by them that bad dookie braids you got up there. Believe that. You got the nap ass plants, dry ass lips. Boy, you easy to spot. You could try to blend in with the homeless all you fucking want. That shit ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work. You niggas is switching and jumping team to team, hopping. You won't play with a nigga because that's your AAU partner. Man, play the game the right way, man. Now, I ain't gonna lie. You have worked on your game. You got a little jump shot. You got a little game and shit, but your knees just can't hold up. That's why I call you sheetrock. Your knees give out on you too fast. That's like you nut fast. You two strokes and like pops. You heard me? Bang, bang, bang. Then you need Viagra or something, nigga. Fuck. I don't know what the fuck you need. Bitch, you niggas is chapped. Like your fucking lips. You niggas can't get shit done without help. All you niggas want help. You want a pandemic P. You ain't got it. Now the same team told you they wasn't gonna do that bum ass trade for that bum ass nigga. Now you back over there. Should have never left, son. At least you had a chance to repeat and get two back to back. You know, it's not that many back to back champions besides 2000, what, 17, 18. That's the last time we saw back to back champs. You understand? Before that, it was Kobe. Look how long and far apart that shit be. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Woo. Like I said, where do I start, man? I could just go on and on about this weak ass era. Zion and Morant, dumb fucks. I'm just saying, like, they supposed to be the next face of the league and doing this and doing that, battling for the West, but these niggas ain't got their mind right. That's why I told y'all, y'all be paying these people too early, and these dudes don't be knowing what to do with that money. They fall in love with strippers, have baby for strippers. They eat all day, don't eat healthy, don't take care of themselves. How you come in a training camp down at 3:30? Come on, bro. Nah, we not doing that. I'm gonna be running on fumes in a minute, but I had to get this out, bro. But at the end of the day, I know I'm off tomorrow because today's Sunday. I go tonight. When I get off in the morning, I come off back to back Monday and Tuesday. So I get my rest then. I guess I don't know, bro. But I just had to get this shit off my chest because just watching all this trades and what's going on. Now y'all get mad at the nigga doing this, and y'all send him to Portland. You ain't holding him accountable. You still got money. You still making money. He's still gonna come out and do the same shit. He's still gonna come out and do the same motherfucking shit. When he make a basket, pew, pew, pew. You niggas got 22s. Y'all niggas ain't got no real yardsticks out here, man. Y'all niggas shooting that shit on Harlem night, Saturday night specials and shit. Y'all ain't got y'all. Look, whoever came out with switches, man, kill yourself. Because if you in a war and you by the time you load that motherfucker back up, that nigga been bust your fucking ass. I'm just being honest. I don't know who did that shit, who came out with that. That's just wild gun firing. I'm like Soldier Slim. You the niggas out here with that wild gun firing. I ain't stepping on my bed. I'm coming out of retirement. Off the dump. You feel me? You niggas out here killing babes and all that. Then you got Charleston Slowski out here with the. Come on, man. What we doing? Where the real niggas at? Well, fuck that. Where the grown men at? I ain't gonna say real nigga because they gonna get mad. I ain't no nigga. I ain't no nigga. Not when I say that, I say with an A, not an ER. That's how we talk where I'm from. That's my nigga. That's my nigga there. You feel me? That's my dog. That's my ace in the hole. My ace boom coon. You niggas is too sensitive. Every time a nigga say something, you get in your fucking pants. But you could talk stupid to us and say shit to us. And we don't have no complex. But you ain't gonna say it in a nigga face. That's the difference. Y'all get on these podcasts and y'all talk that talk and y'all. And when a nigga catch you in the ball shot like they called Charleston White and busting across his fucking head, you jump behind your fucking wife. What you talking about, Willis? What's up, Rugs, baby? Salute, big dog, top of the morning. And look, salute to your niggas, baby. I seen them. You called that shit, bro. I was rooting for you. And right there, dog, they got muskets out here, man. They ain't got no real shit, man. If y'all let one of these niggas kill y'all with a musket, y'all need to be dead and shot. I'm keeping it real. On the real. But I had some shit I wanted to show y'all. You know, I like to bring facts on top of facts, me. But I just wanted to get a couple of things out there right quick. And you know, I don't be want to get on Charleston White too much because we know he a snitch. He work for them people. He'll get your page checked down. Oh yeah, y'all broke him. I'm glad y'all broke him because guess what? Super teams are dead. And you see what the role player trying to do? He trying to run over here. He trying to run over there. Like Jerome saying, "What you want, right jam, right jam." Raggedy mouth ass nigga, man. When you go sit your bitch ass down, you need to retire. And they ain't talking about, oh, this what I heard too. That's why I really want to jump on here. Have y'all heard that he supposed to be going to Cleveland? They supposed to be getting off James Harden, but they supposed to be sending Brian and Woody. Now, how a nigga can't get no burn? Got a 4-year deal guaranteed, and you gonna trade him with his debt? Boy, there's some fucked up shit going on out here, man. Cleveland talking about they'll take him and his son. What you mean take him and his son? His son's still under contract. If I was the Lakers, I wouldn't trade that nigga at all. He ain't even got no trade value. The fuck you gonna trade a nigga averaging 2 points? The fuck you gonna get back for that? A trash bag? A Swiffer that you sweep his ass out the stadium with a dust mop or something? Man, y'all is crazy, man. Give me a 10-day contract. Please. I've been begging for that shit since I came on YouTube. I know I can do better than that nigga. And I'm 48 years old, bro. I put that on everything. I can do better than that nigga. Fuck you gonna trade a dust mop, a fucking Swiffer. Who's up, Freddie G? Was there, big dog? You niggas talking about trading Bronny. If the role player go to Cleveland, they gonna trade. No, I ain't in Nola. No, indeed, no. I wish I was. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I get homesick like a motherfucker. But I talk to my cousin them every day, man. They keep me up ground. They keep me up on the news. That's why I'm on here cooking Zion, no neck, bumping face ass. He think he Bumpy Johnson. Bitch, you haven't been for strippers. You tricking off the money and you don't want to give us no money. You ain't giving us our money word, I mean. Bitch, you can get the fuck just like Anthony Davis so fast, bitch. Neck look just like Nestle Crunch. Bitch, I seen that shit when the camera up close on you. Your funk ass from now on here, bitch. Nobody don't want your stupid ass anyway. And you ain't playing, bro. You won't go to New York, send him where the Lucha Rats at. You understand? You keep bragging about New York. I thought New York was gonna draft me. Bitch, we got the #1 draft pick. I wish we'd have known that we would have won another race. We could have drafted Job. Maybe Job wanted to come. He's been closer to home, New Orleans, right there by Memphis. That's our little cousin. That's our brother. You know what I'm saying? If we neighbors, bitch. We don't. Man, I wish we would have went after Morant. Maybe we could have saved them a little bit. What you talking about? What you talking about? Man, James. They saying LeBron bringing Brian into my bullshit. Boy, if they do that, I'm renounce my throne today. Man, fuck Pat Riley and his all timers, man. I don't want that shit. First of all, who that was said that? That's Freddie G. Freddie, I'm not bringing nobody back that left me high and dry, bitch, because you couldn't win. I put the team around you. Trying to tell me the role player, the Warriors done. Me, AD. Man, listen, that's what I heard though. What's up, ball talk? Glad to have you top of the morning. Bro, that's what I heard though. I'm not fucking with that shit, ball talk, if that shit go down. We already seen him with a super team. The nigga went 3-5. Y'all, the nigga went 3-5. So you building the one at this age, boy, you old as a motherfucker, man. Ain't nobody about to fall for the banana in the tail. I'm not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Put some bass in your voice when you say that shit. I'm not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Y'all watched Beverly Hills before, man. Come on, man. To the youngsters, y'all, if y'all ain't watch it, go watch it. Beverly Hills Cops tell you everything that you need to know. And I'm tired of these niggas team hopping. What? Let me ask y'all the question. What team hopping gonna do? You at the end of your time. I'm talking about you at the end. You at the end, my boy. You running on fume, bitch. That fucking Bentley done turned to a Pinto. That horse and carriage done turned back to a pumpkin. So why you still around? What you think? You really gonna win a championship? You think the league gonna the this what I do notice when I tell y'all when they give us stuff like this, it's so much truth starting to come out about it. You see how D Wade talking, see how Carmelo Anthony talking. Only thing that I don't understand is this. If y'all already knew this, why the fuck y'all want to play with this dude? D Wade, he cost you a whole finals MVP, nigga. So why the fuck you want to go play with that nigga? Then you ran your ass. The man played you out $10 million to $20 million, and you ran your ass to fucking Cleveland. And he talking about, I didn't know he was getting traded. Bitch, you lying. You fucking lying. So why all you niggas? Carmelo, the man, why shoot high and dry to Dame Lillard gave you that job? And then there's about, oh, you even say that, Carmelo. That's why I be time like, what the fuck wrong with you, nigga? The bread too tight or something? Nigga gonna talk about, yeah. How you and Brian hooked up? Well, Brian called me and talking about it was about that time. You know what I told that nigga about that time for what? And soon as he said fuck the joint, I hung up in that bitch face. Click. Man, get the fuck out of my face. I was out the league 2 years, bitch. You ain't trying to save me then. I could have been on that bubble team, nigga, that you won a championship with. And just check this out. Let me tell you how fucked up a GM he is. You had Rondo, you had JaVale McGee, you had Dwight Howard, you had KCP, Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, all this young talent. And you got rid of these people for Russell Westbrook. I ain't gonna call him Russell Westbrook because I like Russ. I like his motor. Russell Westbrook. Knowing y'all play the same position, same style, he shoot just as worse as you. How you think? Why you think you only won 33 games? But he's a GM. He help everybody win. No, them niggas help him win. Cause he ain't win shit without a super team till he begged for them niggas to come play with him, and he ran to his ass over there to play with them. He ran to Kyrie. He ran to D Wade. Remember that shit, nah? Don't get it twisted. He ran his funk ass to them dudes. Kyrie was over there minding his own business, living ghetto fabulous, and he come his monk ass over there talking about a fucking sweep. Bitch, I don't want to hear that shit. D Wade was over there champion already. Just come off 30 points. Yeah, he talking about playoff activate. Shit, a storm is coming through. Boy, it's hot as piss out here. It's 111 degrees in Houston. And you talking about a storm. Well, I'm waiting for some rain to drop in this bitch. I ain't seen a storm yet. Y'all let this nigga come on here and let him and Rich Paul control the narrative. They got Max Kellerman on this bitch. Well, they had a whole fucking billboard talking about something. Yeah, you could go here, you could go there, you could go here, you could go there. You said you ain't got time to develop no youngsters. So you trading for all veteran pieces. AD, Dwight, JaVale, Rondo, Avery Bradley. Got him a chip. And then you go hire your bum ass son. Make it make sense, man. You hired your bum ass son. Ain't that training young development? Well, I guess because that's your son, you can make an exception. But your son came was play. Bitch came and get off the back of the bench. 1 minute he's hair looking like mine. Then he looking like Al Sharpton. This nigga a billionaire child and can't keep his hair done. He be over there looking slow too, just like Charleston White the third. Only thing he got both his eyes and still can't hit the fucking rim. I can see if he had one eye like Charleston shooting like that, but this nigga got both of them. He can see and still can't hit nothing. But you can't. You ain't got time to develop no young players. I need veteran players around me. You changed Kevin Love game. This man was 26 and 12. Chris Bosh had to change his game. D Wade had to take a backseat. Want me to keep going? Why this nigga still being talked about like this, dog? All the fucking failures this nigga got in, all the people that this nigga, bruh. Salute to everybody that did a video on this. When Kyrie stood up for himself because he didn't want to take that fucking jab, bitch, you threw the man under the bus and you ain't want to help the man. But that man hit one of the biggest shots in Cleveland history, not your pussy ass. And you refused to help up for that man. You refused to speak up for that man. But then when Daryl Morey said something about China, oh, Daryl Morey don't know what he's talking about. Bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. Just an ass kisser. You ain't no leader. You ain't no leader amongst men, bro. You was a fucking follower and you was a fucking flunky. I'ma call that shit how it go. I tried to bash Kyrie for not going to Cleveland reunion. Why would I do? Who that ball talk? That Slim? Why would I, dog? James, you've been watching the summer league, these young dudes balling, bro. Hey, I gotta get on it. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I sleep all day, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This I only been working for a month now, trying to get back in the groove, but I'm gonna catch up on a lot of stuff. But see, that's why we want to come. That's why y'all, when y'all used to see me on this bitch in the morning, the afternoon, and drop videos after video, I would wait for my license to come in, and then bitches in. That's when the big bucks start rolling back in. So I'm just trying to get my feet back wet, and you know what I mean. So and ever since Jalen Brown looked aside, took sides with Kyrie about that. Yeah, Slim, you already know. See, they gonna try to butt break us. If they can, they can. That's why you see Charleston White. I gotta make shit for the Metcalf. Gotta make shit for the Anthony. Nobody asked you to help them dudes. You went over there trying to clout chase. You went over there because you knew what the agenda was. You understand? And you went over there and played your fucking self. Only thing that did was open a can of worms for a nigga to keep exposing you. Look at Charleston Ravens. Look at Charleston Ravens. He went from doing 100,000, 200,000. Now he down to damn near 10,000, 20,000 views. That's a big old dip, my nigga, compared to what he was doing when he first hit the internet before a nigga caught on. But nigga been knew you was a snitch. Nigga just wasn't calling it out because you could be on there 2 hours on real life and say cheese and all them other videos and podcast shows. They paying you 20,000, 40,000 to give two gems, my nigga. And then the rest of the way you killing your own people. Man, I ain't watching that nigga no more. Salute the OG murder. I forgot the other dude. He do some good content. I just subscribed to his channel. That boy got like 100 and some thousand subscribers. That dude's supposed to be way farther than that. But that goes to show you when you spitting that real, spitting the truth, you gotta fight through a lot of shit. And my cousin told me that yesterday, my older cousin, man. Salute to my cousin Booby. That boy said, man, look, cuz I be peeping your podcast out, bro. You be on that real shit I see. I see you ain't with that fuck shit no more. I said, man, I'm exposing niggas and I'm calling names. You understand, nigga? It is what it is. You like, man, just keep pushing, man, because you know how that shit goes, man. I'm gonna keep pushing. The nigga play with me is up and it's stuck, nigga. I swear on my grandparents and my fucking daddy on my fucking home. I'm not playing with these niggas, man. Dog face here. I be trying to fuck with him, dog, but you ask me, he start jail because of him went on the whole. I'm his spokesman. He talking about what the dude did was woo woo. Man, come on, man. Let the police do their job. All these niggas be on here dry snitching, but they think they be talking about something. I ain't falling for that shit, man. Like I said, I can talk about a lot of shit on here. I just gave y'all one F because two people did, and that was my brother. That was my best friend. If you want to convict him, go dig both of these niggas up. Because I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm just telling you what I know and what I experienced because I was around both of these niggas. And at the end of the day, I try to diffuse the shit. You see what I'm saying? But I don't be around my grandma's house like that no more. I be in a fucking night world on my daddy's side of the family. I be with my real blood. You know what I mean? Only reason why I'm trying to help you because my grandpa raised you, helped raise you like somewhat. And you stayed with us down there 3, 4 years. We went to school together. So when you got old and you jumped in the streets and jumped in the game, you was doing shit that I already was around. You know what I mean? But you act like a nigga stupid and lame to the fact. It's all my uncles did this shit. My older cousins doing this shit. Bitch, what the fuck you talking about at the time? So I don't give a fuck about that shit. Now you act like a nigga just a duck goose or something. I let him crash out and burn himself on some real nigga shit. And that shit hurting me. But fuck, sometimes you gotta let a nigga go if you think you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. And I learned a lot of mistakes watching him and not to do, man. Boy, you out here think all money, good money. Go over there fucking with them niggas if you want. Them niggas way more street than you. They way more cutthroat and conniving than you. And I stopped niggas from doing them something because of the love that I had. If I'd have known you were gonna let them niggas do it, I'd have let my people do it to you. Fuck it. I'm just keeping it thou wow. You see what I'm saying? But you go down there and let them niggas do that shit to you. But I stopped a nigga from doing it to you on my end. Man, fuck that shit, man. That's why I say I learned from other niggas' mistake. I ain't gonna take me twice to bump my motherfucking head. It's 3 strikes out. I'd rather catch an ass whooping from my mama than to go in that fucking bank. You heard me? On a real nigga shit. And I'd rather catch an ass whooping from my mama than to let a nigga have me out here in jail crashing out, not knowing what to do. Fuck that, boy. Give me that ass whooping. I break curfew to get an ass whooping. I'll show you I'm about it, but I'd rather get the ass whooping than to go to jail with you niggas, though. That's all I'm saying. You said a lot of niggas in Chicago like that. Shit. Sometimes you gotta let them bump their fucking head and back up out that water. I know one thing, bro. It's some shit that happened dealing with me and my best friend. I would never talk about. That's why I backed up out off that water, cause I seen the way he was going. And boy, you gonna have a nigga dead in jail the way you rocking. Cause you looking at the money, you ain't looking at the bigger picture. And I kept telling that nigga, man, all money ain't good money. But nah, man, them niggas bad. Nah, nah, nah. And I seen so many niggas like that that I come up with, chase that fucking bag, and I ain't here no more, doing life in jail behind chasing that bag. I don't need the money that bad, though. That boy say, with your boy Rich Paul. Bad fuck Rich Paul. You see him and Max Kellerman be on that bitch trying to talk that shit? Man, this one I don't be liking either. You got a job because of the role player. Remember, I always tell you, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. You feel me? But let a nigga try to put one of us on. That shit ain't gonna happen. I hear that so much, man. Man, you too real, bro. I can't be bringing you on the show, man. Man, that's how it is. If you want me on the show, I gotta be me. That's the only way I can be. That's why I got my own channel so I can do my own thing. Still salute a lot of people, but you can't say this, you can't say that. Man, fuck all that, man. They should have gave a nigga this shit then if you want. But they could get on here and say this and say that. I'm talking about the elites and the big people. Man, mix me with that shit, man. Man, you ain't gonna never get me to sell out and sell my ass or nothing, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I do it for the love and I do it to bring awareness and get people like the truth. I ain't on here. Cause if that's the case, I man, get the cash out, do this, do that, do this, do man, I ain't begging for no money, nigga. I go to work for mine. Out the mud I come, boy. I might put my cash on app on there sometime, but that's why I do this version right here. I almost leave no description or none of that shit. I just blow that bitch up and go to talking. I ain't put no cash app in that bitch no more than nothing. Cause if a nigga won't see you with it, they'll send it. If a nigga won't see you with it, they'll give it. I ain't buying. It's like I'm on this bitch big, and if I'm gonna do that, I might as well go be a panhandler. This my cousin called Nola. My bad, I'm back. My cousin, my older cousin, called. He must know I'm on his YouTube. He be wanting to come on this bitch now. I be needing more real men on this bitch. Like, you feel me? I might send that boy the link, but he got his long service. He drive trucks and shit. That boy all around grinder. We used to get it out the mud. Now we legal with it, so I'm cool with that. Hell yeah, they been fucked up. Him and Brian ain't got no shame. Shit, they should have shame. They should have shame. Y'all can hear me press one, dog. Cause every time somebody call, my volume get low for some reason. People be telling me. But if he text me, yeah, send that bitch, I'ma send it to him. Y'all gonna see how we get down, 90s style. You heard me? 80s and 90s. That's why I love my era, dog. And like I said, look at all the champions from my era. The GM built the super team. The GM was making these teams. It wasn't no player empowerment like it is now, fucking up the league and ain't winning, losing, doing it. Magic, what? 5-4. Kareem's 6-4. Everybody got a winning record. Isaiah, what? 3 3-2 or 3-1 when he lost the finals or whatever. Come on. So let me see what this nigga said. All right. I got you, cuz. I know you listening. I got you. Just let me tell me when to drop it, and I'm gonna drop that mug. And I was on the phone with Boob yesterday. That's why we called you, nigga, because he wanted me to call you on three-way. I told him what the deal was because they ain't know. I ain't know if y'all want everybody to know, but prayers goes up to y'all, man. For real, man. Hope cuz get well, for real. You feel me? So we just chiming it up early morning, you know. I'm the pastor this morning. I'm the real church. I ain't asking for no donation. I just want y'all to hit the like button for me, to get me in the algorithm, and so we can spread this awareness, man. You dig? But him and Bronny, man, they ain't got no shame. They need to get the fuck though. He need to let Bronny go back to playing Black Hawk Down or Black Call of Duty or whatever the fuck he be playing. The boy's a gamer, man. He ain't got no game. Only game he got when he got that joystick in his hand. So let the man go be a kid, man. Y'all rushing to do. And then this another thing. Why I call this nigga a role player and I don't like what he be doing. Everything is for your beneficiary. It's not for everybody else. Because if it was, you would have helped D Wade won that finals MVP and know how that made you look if you would have scored at least 20 points a game instead of 17. Because some of those games, if you just average 20, y'all win that shit easy. 4-1, 4-2. Y'all had a 2-1 lead and let Dallas suck y'all up with one nigga and Dirk Nowitzki. That team was old. Jason Kidd was 37. Everybody over 33. Sean Marion over 30. Y'all nigga was in y'all fucking prime doing that shit. You dig what I'm saying? And y'all let one nigga with a Russian AK bust y'all up when y'all got 4 American AKs. Y'all got Dracos, ARs, and Mossberg pumps out there. And y'all still couldn't do nothing with one chopper. Y'all niggas sad, man. That's why I'm mad D Wade, bro. I'm a Miami Heat fan to the core. Cause New Orleans ain't always had no fucking team. What he hold up, Slim? What he said about that? I ain't know he spoke on that shit. They be dog. Why they hating on Jalen Brown like that? Jalen Brown out here minding his own business, just want to play basketball, bro, and they hating on him, man, dog. But they want to talk about this bum ass role player all day. Where he should go? What you think he should do? All the teams that want him. Well, why he ain't getting no fucking call yet? He done put in 1,000 applications by now. I know he did. I know he put in 1,000 applications. He ain't get a call yet. That means your time is up, nigga. The day to get you is over. Get your bitch ass on and take your son with you. I don't see why you out here rolling with this nigga like that, man. Who still like this nigga? Where broke James at? This nigga out here with a 70s cut. Bitch, it's 2026. You still got a mustache from the 70s. Bitch, you don't never get no fucking haircut. And you want me to believe what you be saying? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, the Raymond took a pay cut, and then guess what? That shit ain't guaranteed. But they be quick to tell you, man, get your money. Why would you pay a nigga 25 million to do what he doing? You give me a 10-day contract, all that. You ain't even gotta give me the whole 25 million. How much a 10-day contract is? And I bet you I could do more than what the Raymond doing. I guarantee. Like Charles Barkley said, guarantee. Like the Ruffles commercial. I know niggas right now still go out there and give it their all. It's about what you got right here. It's about being a team player more than anything. And anybody think the Raymond is a team player, they got to be a fucking fool because you infiltrated your own team to go sign with that nigga. The nigga got you kicked out of the game, called you. Why niggas like fucking with snitches all of a sudden? Like, I don't understand that. This nigga snitched on you and you go fuck with him. That let me know how you niggas think. Fuck you let a nigga snitch on you and cause you a ring, but you go sign with the nigga. Man, you can't make this shit up, bro. I ain't lying to you. You can't make this shit up. Nigga snitch on me. I ain't fucking with you, boy. I don't even know you no more. You get the fuck up out of my face. Nigga, I could do bad by myself. Bitch, you done snitched on a nigga. Hell no. And you done cost me a ring. And Steph bitch ass ain't said shit. He just letting this nigga run rogue over there. Run wild like a motherfucker. Bro, what's wrong with my people? That's why you can't put a light-skinned nigga in charge. You need a nigga black as a mechanic these days. That's why the Raymond running shit over there. He look like a fucking a grease monk, a fucking mechanic. Them light-skinned niggas ain't running shit no more. You know what I mean? They probably get all the hoes and getting all the money, but that shit don't make you real. I'm just being honest, dog. Fuck that shit, man. You gotta look like a fucking grease monk, or you gotta be in that sun that may have me feeling some type of, ooh, this nigga here. And then it always be them black ugly ones that be wanting to rule shit, huh? They be everywhere. What the fuck? Yeah, I fuck with D-Roll. If it weren't for injuries, let's talk about that too. They try to shit on our era. But think about it. We ain't had a medical field that these pussy ass niggas had. Look at Grant Hill. I must give it to T-Mac. Look at Penny Hardaway. A lot of people career got cut short because we ain't had a medical field. But here you got these niggas coming back off. When Jason Tatum tore his Achilles, he came back in what, 9 months? When that's damn near a year. You came 3 months early. You out there jacking up all them shots. You was up 3-1. But everybody blame that shit on Jalen Brown, why he couldn't close the deal. Why you ain't blame the light-skinned nigga for coming back and fucking up the rhythm, fucking up the rotation? Should have stayed your motherfucking ass. They say puff, puff, pass for a reason. You get the blunt and won't smoke it all and forget a nigga in the house with you. Oh, fucking Chauncey ass nigga. Me, A-Wags, Pluto, and faggot ass Chauncey. That's the niggas right there. I ain't fucking with the faggot ass Chauncey. Kane ain't gonna be laughing with 5-0 get a hold of this fucking chick. Old Charleston White ass. Boy, you got 1,000 Charleston White running around this bitch. Boy, I ain't fucking with the nigga, man. Faggot ass Chauncey. Yeah, but he came back and broke y'all rhythm, though, Slim. He wasn't supposed to play no games. Them dudes was rolling. They was up 3-1. So you felt like Jalen Brown is the finals MVP. He got them up 3-1. And now all of a sudden, I got to come back and save face. I'm going to be a part of this. And fucked up everything and still couldn't go. And you come fuck up the fucking rhythm like that. Man, come on, dog. At the beat of the rhythm of the night, dancing to the morning light. Elder Boys looking at nigga, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. These niggas crazy. I want to apologize to the Metcalfs if I did anything wrong. You quick to apologize to them rednecks, boy, but you don't want to apologize to your own people. Bitch ass shit, man. I don't know what's wrong with these niggas today, bro. Watch the infiltrators, man. Yeah, you want to be like Kobe. He ain't built like him. You could tell. That nigga ain't got no liquor jeans or Kobe in him. I don't know why they keep saying that, because he looked up to Kobe. He think that's his favorite player, but you ain't got the heart like him. You don't play like him. The Celtics takes the most threes in the fucking game. That ain't Kobe. Kobe was a mid-range killer. Kobe was a back to the basket ass nigga. And he trying to hit your ass with 50 every fucking time, damn near. But you want me to believe you learned from Kobe playing the way you playing. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Step back three all day, head ass niggas. James Harden, this nigga ain't win shit yet. Now they talking about getting rid of you for an older nigga and a role player. Boy, where we do that at? Where we do that at? Now they about to kick you to the curb for Captain Caveman and Son. Now you gonna be asked out of job. Now where you gonna go at? Ain't nobody gonna want you, James Fraudulent. And salute to Atlanta. That's my dog. I know you like James Harden, but that nigga a fucking bum, man. Straight bum. You was the sixth man of the year that year, and you get to the finals and forgot how to play all of a sudden. But you didn't want to take a pay cut. You didn't want to take what the people gave you. I can see if you help them niggas win. Bitch, you ain't help them niggas win nothing. I'm just saying, bro. Like, y'all overpaying these busters, these chump ass niggas, and these niggas giving y'all commodity. Y'all, they ain't much great value, dog. That's commodity giving y'all. When I heard how much Zion and John Morant was getting paid $230 million, 230 mil. Boy, you know what kind of team you could build around a nigga just by if you wouldn't get one nigga and y'all talk about that's the market value, that's the value. Boy, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about no market or no value. Great value, if anything, they ain't craft, bitch. You heard what Pop said. You think here macaroni. It take 15, 10 minutes to cook macaroni. Ball the noodles, melt the cheese, put milk in there, add salt and pepper, and the shit done. It ain't like you cooking no ribs or gotta cook no, steaks. You got three different levels. You got rare, medium well, well done. You know what I'm saying? You can take four levels to try to cook this bitch, and all of them take long. You see what I'm saying? And these niggas is rare. You understand? These niggas is macaronis and hot pockets, and y'all want me to pay a nigga that's what 200? Cause that's the value. That salute the elder, pat the elder, cause he be saying that that's the value. That's the market value. I don't give a damn what it is. I'm not paying them country bums shit. They get nothing. I don't see where do we go from here, dog? Like if the league, if these young dudes like the Spurs, the Thunder, name a couple of young teams that's in the league right now. Cause to be honest with you, bro, it's not that many that's gonna stay the course. Salute to Sam Preston, man. Great GM. And then you got the role play on that. Yeah, Sam Preston, I like what he doing. Bitch, you trying to run your ass over there too. Think a nigga don't know. Nigga heard about that. I said, hold up. So the Thunder, Minnesota, the Pistons, yeah, help me out, y'all. Cause man, the league is in a good spot right now, dog. What so why y'all keep why y'all want the old folks home around here like that? Like instead of telling these people, look, man, it's time to go, man. Y'all for Jordan the league because of gamma reasons and whatever. Y'all think it was this, y'all thought it was that. He messing up the league. But y'all got gambling all in the league. Prize, picks, underdog, all these sporting betting companies. So if they say Anthony Edwards, you gonna hit 25 points or not? We don't know if he gonna hit them bitches or not. Yeah, he need to go. He the first one need to go. Cause like I said, after I seen what your team did him, Slim, Boston had that bitch in HOD. You hear me? Boston put that bitch in Angola. That bitch couldn't do nothing. And you that old ass Al Horford lock you up. You couldn't even get off on Al Horford, man. Salute to my brother, man, cause that's his dog. He doing he highest order. I told you, man, it's different, bro. It's different. And these young teams ain't scared of these old grady looking motherfuckers. These old Sanford and Son. Where Julio at? What the boy name is who used to hang with Lamont? I forgot. I keep forgetting the nigga name. The black dude, man, who was hanging with Lamont on Sanford and Son. Damn, ain't gonna come to me, dog. That my dude, Rollo. Bitch, you out there looking like Rollo, bitch. Nobody don't want to fuck with you, bitch. Lamont ain't even want to fuck with Rollo like that. Out there looking like lying off the Jeffersons and shit. Them bitches need amen. George Jefferson played on amen. He must be the preacher. I forgot the preacher name of amen. Bitch, we need a lot. We need to bring back James Evans. Yeah. What's up, the chop chop? There you go. Hold up, man. My bad, cuz. My bad. Let me go ahead and knock you in. Yeah, that's the boy name. That's the boy Rilo. Rilo, my dog. He ain't with the Sanford. Julio looking at niggas. That's who Jason Tatum remind me of. Julio. He ain't with the Sanford. This era shit water, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. This shit making me sick. And the people, man, you saw the game last night? What game? I didn't even know they had a game on. I ain't about to be watching that shit, though. I could be. You know what I've been watching, though? And I'm going to keep it real with you. What's happening now with Martin on that bitch? Not what's happening. The second part, when it was older. With him and Nadine, I'm watching Good Times right now. Black Jesus. The Warlords and shit. When Mad Dog come try to get JJ got pretending like he's sick and shit. Yeah, that's what I be on, dog. I be watching that old school shit, dog. I can't get jiggy with this new shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been watching all old school shit just to get back to some of my brain cells. I like James Evans. They took James Evans out the house in the 70s, so you had to know it was coming when they put the crack in our era in the 80s. You see what I'm saying? See, they always purpose for shit like that. So when you pay attention to shit like that, you be looking, damn, James just died off like that. You're like, damn, what happened to James? Well, not James died. Damn. Florida ain't know what to do with James died. That's why JJ had to go mess with the bookie, the hustlers. You understand? JJ was so skinny they didn't even find that boy in that fucking closet. Nigga say cocaine, coke. I thought we was running numbers. Nigga push that boy and flush this shit, man. Got people on the payroll. Like I said, when they push shit in movies, we just miss the bigger signs. But they had that shit all in good times and tell you how that shit was. You know what I'm saying? You seen American Gangster, man. Frank Lucas out there with that beard on, sitting in that Cadillac watching all that money go by. You see what I'm saying? Paid in full. I'm just saying, bro. The 80s and the 90s was the shit. They just changed a lot of shit because they call sellouts. You be hurting for that money. You don't, instead of you going with your potential and knowing what you know and staying grounded in what you believe in. Belly was one of them. Yeah, I like Belly. So I'm just saying, like, when you watch some of these old movies, bro, it just brings you back to reality. Like, damn, dog. When you look at the old and then you see what's going on now, man, they been plotting and strategizing. They're like me having my dad and my grandpa used to tell me about certain things. They'll let me know. They'll be like, man, I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna get harder and harder. I've seen a video on YouTube. This dude was on that bitch, and he was like, he said, man, I couldn't wait till I get. Yeah, he went to Africa. He had to be a beautiful sight. That boy said, man, I couldn't wait to get old. I asked God to get old. Old. But now that I'm old, he said he paid his light bill. They sent him an email saying his light bill was due. And behind the email that he saying his light bill was due, they telling him what his next bill gonna be. Now let me ask you a question. If I just paid this light bill because I got paid today and it's due today, how the fuck y'all got a bill and telling me what my shit gonna be for the next month when I ain't used shit check and that shit hit me? I used to watch my mom and my grandparents pay bills, dog, living with them. One bill a month. Now you pay a bill every 2 fucking weeks in this era. So where all this money going at? And they say they not billing nothing, helping nothing. Church is a non-profit organization. You 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 would think these schools should have better books, better equipment. You know what I mean? To use for sports, better instruments to use for band. Where all this fucking money going? And it's a non-profit organization. You wonder why a lot of people don't go to church. I told my grandpa, he talking about you gonna work and go to church in this house. I said, man, church ain't for everybody. And that's the first time I ever said something back to my grandpa, knowing I was scared. But I had enough heart to tell him that. And he was looking at me like I was crazy. What you mean by that? I said, man, I said, look at the pastor. I said, we done went to 3 churches already. And every pastor did some foul shit. Either they gay or they cheated on their wife or had a baby on their wife. Why would I go pay money to a nigga to sell me hope and dreams when I supposed to know better? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, put it in perspective. I went to 3 churches, bro, and every last one of them motherfuckers was dirty, especially the pastor. Bitch ain't putting nothing back in the schools, ain't helping building no parks, keeping them up. They tearing shit down, but they riding around in Maybachs and Bentleys and shit, building big ass houses. That boy said, you don't say it in that boy. You just said it in that boy. Boy, I did. I said, man, church ain't for everybody. I swear to God, I told him that. And that nigga got mad at me. And know what he did? Took my key. Well, you ain't gonna work or go. I already got a job. But I used to lie and tell him I work on Sundays, knowing that was my off day. I put my chef shit on, my little checkerboard pants, my cook pants, and put that bitch on. And I walk out the door before the Emus get up and go to church. Grandma done cook, I done ate my breakfast. I'm standing at the bus stop watching them pass by going to church. So when they pass by, go to church, I go around the corner by my brother and sit there for about 4 hours and chill with him. We on the block chilling, go to the park, you heard me, go to Canal Street, whatever. I wasn't going to church though. Fuck that, man. Church ain't for everybody, man. And when he told it to me, it hit me. What's up, Rocco? It did something to me because then I had enough courage to be like, damn, he ain't really trip on me. Like, see what I thought he was gonna say. But when he took that key, that shit hit hard. I was like, damn. But by that time, I had graduated already. You know what I mean? When I'm young and I had to do it, I can't say nothing. When I'm in school, I'm living under these rules. Shit, I had to get up and go to church. 5:30 every morning, be to church. Man, we get up at 5:30. We don't gotta be to church till 7, 8 o'clock. I got you. Man, that was the first time I ever talked back to my grandpa. For real, that's the first time I ever talked back to my grandpa. And I was scared, dog. I swear to God, I was scared. But it just came out. Man, church ain't for everybody. Man, I'm tired of hearing that church shit. That's my cuz. He be fucking with me, dog. That's my older cuz. He know my grandpa. He know what I'm talking about. Cause he my cousin on my daddy's side. I'm talking about my mama who raised me. I ain't listen. That's the first time I ever talked back to that dude though, on some real nigga shit. Cause I looked up to him. Cause that's the nigga who taught me to be who I am today. Him and my daddy. Him and my cousin uncle. Cause my dad and my cousin who just said that his mama, sisters, and brothers. So yeah, man, man, look, man, we had it hard like a motherfucker. But they also showed us how to come up together. And that's my older cousin, man. He'll tell you that shit. He be fucking with me. I ain't tripping out that though. I learned a lot from them niggas. Him and his older brother and my other cousin, older cousin. Shit, it's 4 of us in '77 on my daddy's side, and I love all of them equally. You feel me? All of them. You made it home, my nigga.
You can see me?
Huh?
You can see me on this bit?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah. Now I wanted to come on. You probably told your grandpa that, but you say, Grandpa, church ain't for everybody. You ain't talking about church ain't for everybody. Boy,
No, cuz I swear to God, bro, that shit came out like that.
no.
And when he looked at me, I got scared. That nigga said, if church ain't for everybody, give me that key. That's how I got, that's how when I moved with Kim, boy, you tripping. I already had somewhere to live. I was already messing around with Kim.
Yeah.
Boy, you know I was coming back there just on weekend. Matt used to come pick me up,
I know
bring me
you
to
were
the
coming,
bar.
but wait, I'm doubling up. Why I'm doubling up?
Huh? When Matt used to come pick us up on Fridays,
Yeah, I'm doubling
Fridays
up.
to go to the bar to Sundays. I was working for the temp service. We only work Monday through Friday. He thinking I'm going to work, but I'm going around the corner by Rody. By the time they get off at, church was one service back then. They ain't have 3, 4 services. I get up 6:30 and I walk out. Bam. As I'm sitting at the bus stop, they come up the street to go to the east. They see me sitting at the bus stop across the street. My grandma waving. So when they get out of my eyesight, I shoot back up the same street and go by row house.
I go feel that, but I know you all our people this wait. See, I must be have the other one
What you talking about, man? What's wrong?
there.
You own that bitch. You on here?
I'm gonna come back because I'm coming up.
You on here though. Man, listen, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. My grandpa was hard on me, bro. And the trip all about, he only whooped me one time, and that's when he called me stealing. He ain't never whooped me. He ain't never punished me. My grandpa whooped me one time because he called me stealing.
And I know you ain't
That's it.
talk that shit to him. I know
I,
your grandma and your grandpa, all our people the same generation. Boy, it wasn't no back talk, black talk was crazy. Even at 39, they gonna say, Grandpa, church ain't for everybody, bro. I don't think we need to be going.
cause
Church ain't for
listen, I
everybody.
ain't saying I said
What
it
you
with
say?
aggression, but I said
Yeah,
it with
that's
my
what I'm saying.
chest. I said it with my chest, man. Church ain't for everybody. You want people to be doing all that. And he
Boy, you
was like,
said
"What you
that bit
mean
with the
church ain't for
bottom of your
everybody?"
stomach, boy. Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you how I said it now. You ain't gotta believe me. I was scared. You fucking right. I was scared because I didn't know how he was gonna react to it. Because I never talked back to him. But my mind was already made up because he kept talking about you going to go to church or go and work in his house. I'm like, go to church or work. I got a job. And then he's like, well, then why you don't go to church? I'm gonna need you to start taking off on Sundays and at least take a couple of Sundays off, at least once out the month and go to church. I'm like, man, and I said, you keep drilling me about church, Grandpa. I ain't gonna lie. And this is how I said it. I ain't gonna lie. Church ain't for everybody.
That's a good
And he was
voice
like,
to
what you
say that.
mean?
Cut.
And he was like, what you mean church ain't for everybody? I said, man, look what Pastor Corner did his wife. Look what Darryl Bristol did his wife. He had a baby for his wife in church. You want me to go to that church like that and be listen to them people when they more devilish than the people that we hang around every day? And he was like, but you go to church for the word. You don't care what everybody else do. So he was then that's when he told me if you ain't gonna go to church, he said, I ain't gonna lie to you. You barely be here anyway. You live here Monday through Friday because you go to work, but you always going in the project on weekends on your daddy's side. And that boy took that fucking key from me. And that's when I started hanging by Kim more and more. That's how I got stuck up there because he took my key.
He supposed to
What's
take
up,
that
Raquel,
back.
baby?
He supposed to say that. I can't allow you to remain in my house. One
Man,
more.
that nigga hit me with the cane, boy. I swear to God. That boy said, well, I'm going to need that key from you. What
Oh
key?
man.
And my grandma sitting right there, dog. And my grandma looked at me, and I looked at my grandma. And at first, I wanted to say something else, but I had to respect his mind. That's his house. Cause I was gonna say, Grandma, you gonna let him do that? Like,
Yeah.
cause my grandma, she couldn't have kids, and I was her only kid. You know what I mean? I looked at her as my mom, and she called me her son. So I was like, man,
When the big dog
I ain't
spoke.
gonna lie, cuz. I started crying. I'm like, Grandpa, for real, you gonna take my key, bro? And I got a job all because I don't wanna go to church. I started crying in that bitch. And that boy was like, look, man, I'm telling you. Cause one day he come up in that bitch and saw me and Roger sleeping in a
Y'all gotta
thing,
go.
in a bag. That boy hit us with a whole pot of water. Bang! Bang! Nigga jump up. He said, if I go to work every day and gotta work in that sun, and every time I come up in here, y'all in here on that game, eating stuff, and ain't going trying to get no job, y'all gonna get your ass up out of here.
Oh.
And I said, for real? He was like, yeah. That's when it first started. So I went to the temp service. Went to the temp service, got a job. You heard me? I started working through. I said, Grandpa got me a job. Cause I wound up getting fired from Monteleone when Rodney was. Cause I wanted to go to Mardi Gras. And me not knowing, I'm young, just graduated. I worked there for like 8 months. And Mardi Gras came up and I called off. And them bitches let me go. The the man called my phone and said, "Look, hey, you know Mardi Gras our business day. I told you nobody could have Mardi Gras. Shit, I went out there anyway. What you mean
Fuck
nobody
that,
can
I'm
have
gonna
Mardi
catch me
Gras?"
some bees. Yeah, he
And
was
when my
trying to get a
grandpa noticed
coconut
I
this
wasn't
time.
going to work every morning, he was like, "What happened?" I said, "Man, they let me go." And I told him it was because of the juvenile charge from when I got caught with that gun. But he don't know he old. He said,
He
"Man,
knew.
they mess with you because your background." I said, "Yeah, that background came up when I went to jail for that gun. Y'all remember?" But that when I was a juvenile, I'm 19 when that shit happened. 20 years old. That boy said, "Oh man, well they got the temp series right over here on Tulane and Broad.
Yeah.
Task force. I always pass it going to work. You could go over there and get a job." So I went to getting up, going to task force on Tulane and Broad, catching the Broad bus over there. So I started catching the Broad bus, got that motherfucker, and I was going to work every day. They was gonna put me on permanent, so I was working there. Matt come pick me up on weekends. On Wednesday we go to on Y ball. On Fridays he'll come get me. When I met Kim, that was just my way of just like, ooh, I know I ain't going to church now because I ain't never going home. You feel me? I only could go over there on weekends though. But I
Man,
wasn't tripping, man. I didn't know he was gonna do no shit like that, cuz.
fucking right. That's
He
how it
hit me
goes.
with that hot track. Bro, just wind up going back home, and I wind up going back him.
My mama put me out that bitch that time. I called back from jail. You have a collect call from? Yeah, that's me. I'm in here. They got me. That's how when you don't want to do right, everybody got hit. That's why it's the cane moment. Can't allow you to remain in this bitch one more.
Boy, you know your mama used to have us going to church across the street every Sunday. You couldn't
I
miss
ain't
no
won't get
fucking
put out
church
around that
neither.
time. I ain't won't get put out around that time. Yeah.
But no, listen, we was kids though. I
Yeah.
was grown. I had just graduated, so I wasn't smelling myself, but I thought I thought I had something. And that boy shut that shit down real quick. Oh, you think you grown, huh? Because when I walked across the stage, look what he told me. He gave me a check and with a checkbook. He said, "Don't spend it all up at one time." It wasn't number $1,200, but shit, I thought I was balling.
Yeah.
I had a bank account with Whitney, and dog, I promised on everything. I went took all that bitch out within a week and gave it all to Rogers to get on. But I'm giving them two here, four here, another two here. Go shopping because they got the little graduation parties. But I thought I was fresh to death, boy. That boy saw that shit. He said, "Hey, I told you
Don't spend it.
I gave you this money for you to come up, like build off it." So he was like, "You done spent all the money already?" Because every time you go to that bank, it come to they send a letter, the bank statement.
Yeah.
And my grandma seen that shit. Oh, you done $150 out, 1,200 in a week. That was a wrap. That boy. That's when I knew. That's when I knew. I said, "Man, this man, he crazy like a motherfucker." He was just trying to teach me the right way though. But I was
Yeah.
running through that bread. I ain't give a fuck. You know, we had a shoe fetish around that time. Whatever came out, nigga was going copy. I was like, damn. I forgot what three shoes came out. It was the Air Rays, them Tim Hardaways. They had
Penny
the foam
Hardaway, huh?
pods, but I ain't want to fuck with the foam pods that Penny had. So I had went got something else. I had got like full pair of tennis shoes. And that boy seen that shit. That boy said, "Boy, what you spent that money on?" And I went to the room and showed him. That nigga was hot. You could see it in his face. That boy seen one receipt on that $130 for a
Yeah.
pair of shoes.
Oh.
That boy said, "Boy, these shoes cost me $19." Okay, that
Yeah,
boy
that
said,
boy.
"Boy, these shoes cost me $19. Boy, you go up there. I could have bought 9 pair of shoes for the price you just paid for them." And then
When
I always used to ask him, "Grandpa, you can help me get a car? You got license?" "No." "Well, I ain't help you get no car. 'Cause how you gonna get insurance on that thing? You go out there and hit somebody that's gonna fall back on me." And he just killed me, like just shattered my little dreams. But
you
I was
thought he
like,
would
damn.
jive for
And
that,
you
huh?
know, I when they go out of town, I came back there in their camera before by your
I'm saying
house.
you thought he would jive as a motherfucker for that, but that nigga be acting bad with me, bro. Yeah.
No, Listen, they go out of town, cuz I took the car. We go to the east to go to the plaza. We buy some shit. That boy came back home, him and my grandma. Yeah, what y'all did today? Shit, nah, we just sat in here all day, ate pieces. He said, "You sure about that?" I said, "Yeah." Why you asking me like that? That boy said, "Come in the room right quick." He said, "Rogers, you stay right here, cause I'm gonna deal with you next." That boy called me in the room, cause that boy had a piece of paper with the miles wrote on that bitch.
Yeah.
That boy said, "So you sure you gonna stay with that story, huh?" I said, "Grandpa, I'm telling you, I ain't do nothing, man." He said, "I set that key up there because I knew something was funny. Because every time we go out there, the key always kind of like I know how I left my shit. So when he showed me the miles on the car, cuz
I'm pop.
my whole fucking face dropped.
You
He
still
said,
got
"I'm gonna
that
ask you
deal
one
on
more
the table?
time."
You still got that deal on the table? Like you want to macabre out
So,
right
so
quick.
look, he said, "I'm gonna ask you one more time. Where y'all been at in that car? Because I told you you ain't got no license, you ain't on that insurance. And if you would have hit somebody, they're gonna fall back on me." I said, "Grandpa, I ain't gonna lie. I just went to the store to go get the piece and come back." He said, "No, you went further than that. I know how to count miles on a car. You drove over 100 something miles on this car. Now where you went at?" I said, "Look at all the boxes of pieces. You had 5 boxes of pieces." I said, "Every time you order a piece, I just went there and got." "There ain't no 100 miles though, Mickey. Stop
No.
lying to me now." That boy took the key that time, but he wound up giving it back. When he took the key that time, he gave it back though. He said, "As long as you got a knock to get in here, and your grandma better not open the door for you." So I had to go sleep around the corner by Bro just for a little while. But I go around there, still take a bath. Grandma still feed me, but he not there. He don't know. You feel me? So one day, he just sat on. I'm sitting on the porch waiting for that boy to come. I seen the grass need to be cut. So I'm trying to show initiative. I told Grandma, "Give me the key, open the side gate, went cut the grass for me." I sat there and waited for that boy to pull up from work. He said, "What you doing around here?" I said, "Man, I just want to talk to you." I said, "Man, I'm sorry, it never happened again." I said, "But I'm telling you, we just went to go get the piece." I refused to tell that boy we went over here way to the east. That was 100 miles though. So I just said, "Grandpa, we just rode around. We were joyriding." I said, "We ain't go that far." He said, "All right, well, let me tell you something. If you touch that car again, I'm gonna put your ass in jail."
Yeah.
That boy told me just like that. He said, "I'm gonna give you your key back, cause I know you ain't got nowhere to go."
That one thing I
Right
ain't
before
did
I
though,
met
cuz.
Kim,
You
that
heard
boy
me?
said, "I'm gonna give you your key back." But then he was like, "Well, what I need you to do, this truck need to be washed and this car need to be washed. I need you to wash this truck and this car every week. I need you to cut the grass every week. I don't want no hit no every 2 weeks. I don't care if it rain or not. I need you to cut it. Keep everything I'm telling you to do. Whatever your grandma needs you to do, wash the dishes, clean the ceiling fans, wipe the glass table off, vacuum the house. Whatever she asks you to do, you better do it. And this house better be clean when I come in here." That nigga had me feeling like Florence or Bentley, nigga. I swear to
But at
God.
the same time, I bet you say, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Papa.
Hell yeah, I said yes, sir. I need to get back inside, but I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to sleep on the road just house like that.
It was real out there in them days.
That boy said, "If you touch that car again, I'm gonna put your ass in jail." That scared the shit out of me because I know he was serious. The way he said that with authority and with that bass in his voice, like when JJ tried to tell Florida, "Mom, I'm doing it first. We need the money." "JJ, get out!" That boy,
Yeah.
get out.
Get the hell out of my house. Yeah.
Get the
That
hell
big
out,
JJ
man. I'm
said,
gonna get
Mom,
that
I
shit.
won't
Oh,
come
my
home.
grandpa was a real ass nigga, dog. Boy, if I tell you some of the story that nigga put me through, that nigga kicked me out twice.
Twice. Man,
Hell
you
yeah, I
answer.
begged the second time to get, well, the first time. The second time, like I told you, I went by Kim. And I ain't never looked back. And nigga took that key that second time, I just said, fuck it. I went by I went by Kim house and I just thugged it out. And that's how I got caught up there too. But I been wanted to go back home, but I couldn't go back.
Go on
So
by
I had to
man's
come
now.
over here
Yeah, she
and
put
get
me
you
out.
something to eat.
Got
My
nowhere to
grandma
go.
said your grandpa called and see if you wanted to see if you ate something. You ate something while you out there? She used to always beep. That when they had them beepers and shit, beeping me
Yeah.
911 urgent. And I'm
And
thinking
I'm
something
thinking
wrong.
something.
She just talking about you hungry. I call her back. You hungry? You ate something? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. Where you living at? Oh, I'm living by my daddy. Lying like a motherfucker. No, it ain't by my daddy. Across that canal.
Can't
I
let
said,
y'all
what
know
you
I'm
mean?
hurting
How
out
that's
here. It's
good?
all good. I'm hurting like a motherfucker
I'm
out here.
good right now.
It's sweet. Yeah, y'all did the right thing by putting me out. Yeah. They
But
don't
the
know I
first
won't
time
come
Rogers
home.
got popped, he got popped across the street from my house. My grandma used to have a sweet shop. Her door open. Seen that boy running. Seen two cars go behind him. Slam that boy. Him up. She called me. Where you at? I said, what you mean where I'm at? Because they got him. I got who? Oh, they finally got him. I know he was doing something he had no business doing. He riding around in that nice car with the rims on it, with all
Boy,
that music playing.
you know
Got
how my
windows
mom was
down.
coming. Bro, Jess was running from the police. Hey, I don't want Jess knocking on my damn door. I'm telling you now. I don't want him knocking on my door. I don't want him over here, period. I see you with him. Yeah, it's going fucking down.
Boy, that
You
nigga had me hot as a six shooter, cuz. And my grandma knew. She look, she even straightened to tell my grandpa. She said, I know what y'all doing, but you know if I tell your grandpa, he gonna put you out.
yeah.
I said, you ain't gotta tell him I ain't doing
You know
nothing.
my mama always show mercy. Not mercy,
Oh,
mercy.
my
They
mom
show a
showed
lot
me
of
love,
mercy.
boy. I ain't gonna lie. She was saving my ass. She saved
Yeah,
my
when you
ass a
get away with
lot of
most of your
times, boy.
bullshit
I
at
was just right.
sometimes.
I was like, man, what the fuck? That's another reason why I moved from around there too.
Who
When I
gonna
found
take
out I
you
came
in
at
when
our
all
own
else
house,
fails?
I'm out this bitch.
When all else fails, you could go by my mom, grandma.
Only
It's
time I
hard.
could go over there when my grandpa was at work though.
Yeah.
When he go to work at 6:30 in the morning, I'm there at 7 on a dot.
What your grandma gonna
Ding
say?
dong, ding
Come in
dong.
here and sit down and eat. First thing. Come in here and
Yeah,
sit
come
down and
on in
eat.
here, sit down. You took a bath?
Yeah. You look
Go
bad,
take a
boy. What's
bath so I
wrong
can
with
wash
you?
them clothes for you. I'm in there looking like a straight bum. You hear me?
Yeah.
Been flying 2, 3 nights in a row.
Eating
In that bitch
everything.
eating like I
Hungry
ain't
and
ate in
everything.
20 years. Grandma used to have breakfast and lunch and dinner for a nigga. Come on, they got something in
Come in
there. Go
there,
get
see
some of
you
them
eat.
leftovers and warm up.
When
I
they
said,
see you
hell
eat like
yeah.
a dog, they come in there. Boy, what is you doing out there? Like, yeah, you need to come on from out there. Yeah.
Boy,
Oh,
my
I'm
grandma used
good.
to be
I'm
saving
good.
my motherfucking
Yeah.
ass, boy. Now you know if I tell your cause that you know that's my step grandma.
Yeah.
You know if I tell your grandpa, he gonna put your ass out.
Well, you need to
I'm
stop
like,
what you're doing. I ain't doing nothing.
please
That's
don't
nigga
tell him.
favorite word. I ain't even did
Boy,
nothing.
my grandma used to save my motherfucking ass, boy.
Boy,
I
that
ain't
was the
gonna lie.
fucking day, boy. But tell me this. That 94 Nick team. Who was from the Florida on that bitch?
Hold up, say that again.
Who was from the Florida on that team?
Hold up. Let me put my earpiece in, dog. Let me see if this bitch gonna connect first. You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, now what you said?
Somebody from out of Florida was on that team?
I thought ain't Jack out to Florida?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Mike B used to stay back there, or he was hanging back there or something.
It might be,
They had a couple.
No, they
They
didn't.
had a couple of niggas.
No, they
I can
did.
remember.
I'm a DJ. That's it.
Well, I know DJ was from out the P, but
They moved from out that bitch though. Nah, he hood.
shit.
He Florida. 100% DJ. Yeah, but I'm just saying. You know where I'm at with that. That bitch gave up on me too fast, cuz. And
Man,
coaches
I
don't
told you,
supposed to
Coach
do no
Jones.
kind of shit like that.
Man, I told you, Coach Jones wasn't like that though. Then he went to St. Aug. Man, come on, man. Look what school he went to.
You
I
know what
can
I'm
see
saying?
if
No,
Coach
nigga,
Jones
they
went to
always
Carver. I can see if he went to Carver or hood school, lawless or Fauché or something. This nigga
not
went to St.
lawless. They ain't
Aug.
got nobody from law. Man. No
But I'm
lawless.
saying though, I'm just naming hood schools, like niggas who had to go through shit like we went through. nigga, Coach Jones wasn't that type of coach. That's why I
Shout
tell you,
out to Lawrence. Shout out
Coach
to them
Darren Miles
fuck.
would have had that, if Coach Miles would have had that 9 and 14, because remember, he was the running back coach over there.
Yeah.
Coach Darren Miles was the short cocky nigga. Dog, the nigga used to hit 315 like 25 times in practice with us. Do 150 push-ups straight without stopping. I seen it with my own eyes. So when I played running back, he used to tell us this shit. And he put on a tape for Purdue when he played for Purdue Boilermakers. That boy came around the end and used to be running that bitch. They always, because he was a little short, stocky, fast motherfucker at that. So they gave him a sweep left, sweep right. He never ran between the tackles because of his size. And they used his speed on the outside. Man, that boy wound that bitch up and Earl Campbell the nigga. Bang, he lift the nigga off his fucking feet. And I was like, damn. Negro number 33. Look up Coach Darren Miles, Purdue Boilermakers. And watch what his name come up. That nigga was a solid running back, and he was busting that bitch. I told you Coach Woods was the first one to tell me, man, let me tell you something. You could be way better than what you're doing if you stop trying to play every position. I'm like, Coach, I'm just trying to help the team whatever they need. Wherever we weak at. I was the head hunter on kick return. I played kickoff return. I was back there with me and Leon on kickoff team. Then on punt team, I was the up man. Wave my hand and kick it. I gotta stop the niggas from blocking that bitch. Boom. Played fullback and I played running back. And I was the backup quarterback behind Corey. So if Corey would have got hurt, I'd have played quarterback. But Corey never got hurt. You know, he thought he was Vic him.
Yeah, this
He never
fucking chin
locked me
hanging
down,
one of them
bro.
games. He still went out
That
there.
was against John Mack. That was against John Mack. He tried to
Yeah, them
run
niggas
that
try
bitch,
to kill him.
and the nigga hit him right up under that bitch and bust all this shit open. That boy went to the sideline. I'm warming up. That boy grabbed his helmet. I got this. What the fuck you mean? I'm back at fullback. Fuck it.
That boy
Long as I'm
looked
on the
like he
field.
got caught with a left hook. Bang! That bit was hanging.
No, that nigga put his helmet. See the era that we watching right now? Half of these niggas wouldn't have made it in our era. That's what I'm telling you. You
Oh,
stay a
yeah.
nigga like that, you getting kicked out the game. You getting a 15-yard penalty and all kind of shit. Boy, that was legal when we played.
One more time, you can't play no more. Yeah, they job today.
Yeah, they real. They real weak. That's what I be telling niggas, man. Yeah, them niggas wish they could tie our shoes, but we try to give them the benefit of the doubt.
No,
Jordan fighting against the Bulls. I mean, Jordan fighting against the Boston Celtics super team. Then you got to go against the bad boy Pistons. He could have ran and joined Isaiah, any one of those teams, the Chief for a rank, even when he came back on his last retirement. What he did, he went to the fucking Wizards.
you
He
don't
could
do
have went
that.
John Shaq and Kobe. He could have went John any one of them powerhouse teams that was already up in the, and it could have
You don't do
stolen the
that.
ring a cheap way. But
You don't
John
do
went to the
that.
goddamn Wizards. And if it weren't for his meniscus, that dude still was averaging 25, 27 points before the fucking knee injury. Then he still played all 82 games when he was 40 years old. Man, come on, man. And they talking about this bum ass nigga, the role player, because he played
Like,
20
like,
games.
nah, don't. Like, if them niggas beating
Like,
you all
flag
them
feeling,
time,
man.
if them niggas beating you all them time, boy, ain't no way in the world Peyton Manning would have went to be play for New England or Brady go play for Indianapolis. Boy, you crazy? Oh no, this is
That's how
we.
weak and soft this era is, though. But they
Boy,
don't hold them niggas accountable. They think that shit cool.
I'm
Like
gonna go
you
get with
don't
the
notice.
niggas with
Yeah.
that.
What you about to
I
say?
I can't go get with the niggas who been busting me in my mouth the whole time. Now I'm gonna get with them and go bust other niggas in the mouth. No, I'm gonna get them bitches. I ain't letting this go. You crazy? Whap, sneaking that man. You tripping? That's pussy to me. Even my boy Durant, how he went to Golden
Golden State.
State. How my other boy Ryan Artest when he went to the Lakers. I just, I'm a Laker fan, and I like Artest a sneak a fan. Fuck, I'm talking shit. So
But hey, I'm gonna tell you why I can't get mad at Durant though, because they let the role player do it. If LeBron don't do that shit, Kevin Durant don't do that shit. if why Kevin Durant rings don't count, but y'all count the role player full rings on the super team? Because remember, he never won without a super team.
Them niggas automatically giving themselves big dog status for
Oh,
achieving the
that's up for
level.
us to do it.
Yeah, they
If we
already
don't
get
give it
that to
to you,
themselves.
I, I don't care what they get itself. That's why we need
Yeah,
this shit. I, to keep talking that like, if you gonna sit here and tell me I'm gonna go play with this dude, like we talking about, and I can't get my two rings don't count with Steph Curry, but his four rings count with D Wade and Bosh and Kyrie and Kevin Love. Well, what my two rings don't count?
yeah.
It's a monkey see, monkey do league, and back then we ain't do that shit. That's why I agree with you when you say Brady wouldn't have did it. What you call him wouldn't have did it? Peyton Manning. There's a lot of people wouldn't have did it.
I
They
bet you
call
Rice wouldn't
T.O.
have
a
signed
fucking
with
cancer.
Dallas. I bet you Rice wouldn't have signed with
Never.
Dallas. Aikman wouldn't have
So
signed with the 49ers. Yeah, I go anywhere but over there, cause I just couldn't do it, Jim. You heard me when it came to that. So you can't. You
but
part of the
I'm
rivalry. Like certain
yeah.
players can switch, but
I
people
remember.
who
I'm glad you said that. Where Emmitt Smith when Dallas cut him loose when they thought he ain't had no more in the tank.
Arizona,
All right, then he could have went anywhere.
I ain't going no
Emmitt
fucking New
always
York. You part of the Dallas thing, like Irvin, Aikman, or Emmett couldn't go to fucking Frisco.
other Giants, cause that was other Philly. That was
You
our
feel me?
rivalry.
They couldn't do it like that. A lot of other players could
Yeah, they
have did
got
it.
cremated. You know they'll
Ooh.
cook them niggas to
Yeah,
yeah to no return. But in this era, it's cool to do that. Cause
yeah,
remember, we was a fan of a team. These
yeah.
niggas fans of players. So wherever their player go, that's where I go. Man. Whether Jimmy Butler play for us or not, I'm still a Heat fan. Whether
But they don't
Zion
look at
stay,
it.
I'm
That that
still a
that's
Pelican fan.
that's what I call what you say they be fanboy.
Yeah.
That's what I call a fanboy. I like a player. He go over here to Minnesota. I'm with Minnesota now. You act like you go with this man or something. Well, that's your brother. You could do that if that's your family member, your partner. But nah, that shit don't mean nothing to me with them weak ass nigga with them weak ass shit they do. That's why I don't like fantasy. Fantasy make
Let me
that
ask you a
bitch weak.
question since we on here. Do you think the gambling sites messed up sports right now? Because you got to think about it, you got Prize Pick, you got Underdog, you got all these, you got King Draft or the Draft King and all that where you can bet. So just say you play for a team and they got your numbers at 25 and over. And I go bet on you right now that score 25. But for some reason, you average 30, but now all of a sudden I bet on you, now you don't hit the 25. I think all that got to do with the storylines and the narratives and the shit that they be pushing out here because when you think about it, before money in betting came in, even though it was in there because of the mob and shit like that, what I try to tell people on this channel is gambling done changed the whole landscape of how people look at sports now. Cause if I tell you to miss this field goal and you go out there and make it, you get shit like what happened to Jordan there. This nigga don't want to lose. I'm sorry to say it, but it's just fact. That's how I look at it. I might be wrong. But then they gonna talk about, oh, John daddy died because he had gambling debts. Man, John shoes is making millions and billions of dollars nigga selling shoes. Fuck his salary for the NBA. So you mean to tell me this man can play a gambling debt for his father? Man, that was bullshit, man. I think certain people had something to do with that shit to force this man to retire because he ain't want to lose. Even
Yeah, some
Brady
shit
lost
like
3 times. You know what I
I
mean?
think
So that the elite, go ahead.
I think Jordan Daddy got killed for one. It's a couple of things. I think for one, random nigga saw a dude in that fucking car and tried to jack him. Real shit. Number two, something Jordan didn't want to do or something he did. That's it. You made that last shot
All
your ass
right.
wasn't supposed to make. But that
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I
That's what
told
I
you
was
missed
about to
that
say.
shit.
I told you missed that. Remember in Ace Ventura when I tell you they put shit in the movie, laces out, Dan,
Yeah,
Finkel and Einhorn in it together. Bruh, that dude fucked over that. And bruh, for the life of me, my grandpa told me this when we was watching the we've been watching the Super Bowl together since the '85 Bears, since I can recall. That was the first Super Bowl I
yeah,
remember watching at the Super Bowl party. '85 Bears in New Orleans against New England. But it ain't come to '89, '90 when the big market New York against the small market New York. Now Buffalo is a small market team compared to the Big Apple. You seen Buffalo and that offensive firepower. Now defense do win championships. I understand that. So guess what? You got a small market team with that kind of firepower, with them type of weapons on off, and they had a defense with Bruce Smith, Cornelius Bennett, and all them dudes. They ain't had no scrub ass defense. The NFC was more defense and run base. AFC was more passing, like Warren Moon, run and shoot. You know, look at every AFC team. There was more of a wide open with it over there. But in the NFC was more run style, solid defense. That's it. You might have your little 1-2 punch, but dog, when you think about Andre Reed, James Lofton, and the other dude, Don Beebe, man, the boy had like 3, 4 receivers that they can plug in there, just like the Houston Oilers run and shoot. But they ain't had no running, just like Dan Marino in the AFC.
but think
Passing game,
about
no
this.
running game.
They had some tough team in the AFC around that team. Cincinnati, when they went to the bowl, they was tough. And Buffalo
But
was all right when they went to the bowl. But that AFC was soft like in the old days.
but how
Compared to
can you
that
go to 4
NFC,
Super Bowls and that's the only one you played close? The rest of them you got your ass handed to you.
that
You don't
whatever
slip
what
and
I'm
get your
saying, they
ass.
played that one tough game and Cincinnati played the tough 49ers game. Well,
All right,
everybody
so
else got
if
Miley
Scott
Rock.
Norwood don't miss that, if Scott Norwood don't miss that field goal, we having a different conversation about this Buffalo team.
They went 1-3. They went one
They
and
win the
three in the
first
bowl.
one though. If they win
They-
that first one against the Giants, against that style defense, because we know Lawrence Taylor and Pepper Johnson and Carl Banks, them
But the
dudes are serious
offense
on that
wasn't all
defensive
that.
end.
The
I
offense
know,
wasn't
but
all that.
that's why it was intriguing to me to see how when my grandpa told me, he said, "Let me tell you something, son, and just listen to me good. I know you playing football right now, you doing your thing, but they would never let a small market team be the big market team. That was strike number one for me. So did Scott Norwood get a phone call for him? Look at Gary Anderson, 500 some field goals because the Dirty Bird is what's trending right now. Now all of a
Yeah.
sudden, you mean to tell me you missed the one that count when you went 15-1, demolishing everybody, the highest scoring team in the NFL? Man, there's money involved, man. If I call you right now and say, "Well, you better miss that tackle," that's why I think y'all boy got that call, Marcus Williams. Ain't nowhere in the world he missed that tackle. Any other safety cremate that nigga. How the
Yeah.
fuck you missed that tackle?
I believe that kind of shit, cause the money been involved before FanDuel and shit was coming on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
money was out there, but not everybody won't in on it. So now all kind of dumb shit is happening. And it's all on who scared, who could make a nigga make a decision. Cause if I was in that bitch and I found out it was rigged like that, I wouldn't be acting right. So, yeah, it get phony when it get like that. The game
See,
itself.
that's what I always said, bro. Nigga could come in there. What really made me think about that shit, you brought it to my attention too. When you said about the Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
They up 24-10. And Jalen Ramsey made a tweet and said they came in the locker room and said Tom Brady is the face of the league. Want y'all ease up on him. Let him get this one.
Ooh.
They did that. I think now I ain't gonna say they did that with the Falcons because you know the Falcons we always rival with them bitches. I mean I ain't never thought they was like that
Them
anyway.
bitches did go. That wasn't no, they ain't paid no
Yeah,
money for that.
but
Yeah.
28-3. Come on, man.
That's
Ain't
what I
no
said
fucking
the
way in the world.
Nigga don't get a Falcon, no credit, That's how
You not
sad
about
they
to
are. Those
sit
people
here and
can't
tell
back
me
on them
that
bitches.
the yeah, you
Fan
not about to
square.
sit here and tell me that some of that shit don't look suspect, man.
Now that's the only one that was fair, cuz. That Falcon when they 23, that's the only one that was legit. You hear me? All the
No
other shit
doubt.
had it was funny, but not them
Even
bitches.
though we the Saints is rivals with the Falcons, good series been going on. We travel well when we go to ATL. That shit looked the suspect, dog. And Tom Brady, my dog, he went to Michigan. You know I'm a Michigan man to heart. Nigga, I believe that blue and gold, go big blue. But I think they had something to do with that shit.
But just ask me, Brady played lights out. In the fourth, Brady played like that's it.
How the fuck you give up all them goddamn points like that, man? Ain't no fucking way in the world, man.
They got tired of they
Nah,
wings. They wings got tired of flapping. Oh,
they they
go
got a
down.
video on YouTube right now when before Brady and them took the lead. I mean, put it in overtime. What you call them converted two first downs. Julio wasn't supposed to catch one of them bitches. Remember that toe tap on the sideline? He dragged that bitch
Yeah.
and caught it. It was a hold. They pushed it back 10 yards. Nigga
He
Julio
almost
come
got his
back and get
daddy killed
another.
right there. He almost got his daddy
Yeah,
killed right there playing them fucking
yeah.
game.
Then he come back and get the first down again. Another fucking holding. It was a legal formation or something. Boy, they were killing the Falcons on that leg try to ice that game. But then
At
people
one
was
time,
like,
I stopped talking about that kind of shit, Cause when I was deep on that shit, that new world, all the Illuminati sacrifice, blood sacrifice shit, my dad had fucking died. And I was like, damn, yeah,
but hold up, cuz. R.I.P. Uncle Phil. But listen to this. We saw this shit happen in wrestling. The New
yeah,
World Order. NWO. Now,
it's going like
instead of
this.
this bitch, instead of them motherfuckers saying sports, now they saying sports entertainment.
And they
It
start
ain't
getting
regular
that
sports.
fucking, that
Yeah,
when they
and
talk, yeah,
it's WWE all over this motherfucker. Vince McMahon showed a nigga how to get that bag, boy.
sports
You tripping?
entertainment. Sports entertainment
Sports
week is a
entertainment.
motherfucker.
That shit weak, man. I pay attention to all that shit compared to when we came up with the Karen Von Erichs and the Kamalas and the Kabukis of the world. Boy, look at wrestling now. Boy, that shit fake as a motherfucker. And you know we was a stone cold, rock head ass niggas coming up. The
The
Nation
last
of
time I went,
Domination.
the last time I went was Tremont when they was younger, and when they
Yeah.
came in the dome with that bitch, you know, nah, that bitch was poo. It wasn't like when we went with Jeremy and them. Like when they was younger, certain age limit when I took all them bitches to the wrestling. But when I went with Tremont, boy, that wasn't no motherfucking wrestling match. I'm used to going to. Them bitches wasn't hollering in
Remember
there at
my
night.
dad used to take us.
Yeah, from way mid
My
south.
dad,
Them bitch, it was hollering in that
yeah.
bitch though. You can't hear nobody. You was talking to a nigga next to you. You can't hear him. They hollering for the dog. Not in that bitch. The nigga who was supposed to be fighting, he on the bridge fighting. They showing him on the bridge and shit. I'm like, boy, what the fuck is this? This nigga outside having a street fight and shit. Oh no, man, we don't do that on this.
Junkyard
No.
Dog, Hacks, what the boy name was? Butch Reed.
And Jim
Who the
Duggan.
barber beefcake? Yeah, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Man, that was, ain't man, fuck mankind now compared to them niggas. That was real wrestling to me, but it still had a little. But you couldn't see it like you see it now.
Nah,
Maybe we
I'm gonna fuck
young.
with mankind. Then with Stone Cold and them, shit, I'm gonna fuck with them.
I'm talking about the new mankind. I ain't talking about the mankind with Stone Cold.
Wait, they got
The Mick
another dude
Foley
named
character.
Mankind?
No, he changed the name to Mick Foley. Man, fuck Mick Foley. I'm talking about Mankind. Dirty Dutch Mantel, the Fabulous Freebirds, with Michael Hayes and Terry Funk and shit.
That was
They ain't the
Mankind?
same thing. Mick Foley was Mankind.
I'm
He
talking
just
about I ain't
changed
know
his
that
name.
ball was a free bird.
No, he wasn't a Freebird, but I'm saying we know him as Mankind. But when
Yeah,
it started getting soft, he changed his shit to Mick Foley.
with
Nah, I don't want
Sacco
that
and
one.
shit.
I'll get Yeah, give me Mankind, man. I don't want the nigga with the dirty sock like he doing something. Damn, it's a finishing move. You grab a sock and Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
But I
What
ain't
the
gonna
fuck is
lie,
that?
from when I was a little boy at mid with the Mid South, and when the Rock and Stone Cold and them, DX and shit, that was the two times. After that, that bitch, I don't know what they doing now. When they mixed up
What the
with
rock?
WCW,
What the?
that bitch.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of nice. It was a
Nah, they
marketing
shouldn't have
genius.
took everybody. King Booker, they could have kept King Booker. That bitch was,
5 times, five. But listen, King Booker.
yeah,
Listen, what I'm saying is, remember it was WCW versus WWF. They
yeah,
took the F off and put the E on there. So it was
yeah.
Eric Bischoff against Vince McMahon, but some kind of way, Vince McMahon, this nigga bought both of them motherfuckers. That's when they went
Cause
to
he
get
won the
like,
war.
yeah,
WCW couldn't keep up.
long as it was WCW doing their thing, cause they had hitters over there. Now I ain't gonna lie.
But they lost it when Stone Cold and them, when they changed from Shawn Michaels and them to Stone Cold and them, yeah, that's when they were going at it when Shawn Michaels was the champ. And WCW, WWF. But when Stone Cold and them came with that, bang, all that kind of shit, drinking beer, that bitch turned different. Fuck you, man. Nigga stunning McMahon on that bit. Bang. I ain't playing. Yeah, that's when that shit got real.
And remember, The Rock was with the Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
Then now he doing his solo thing. I ain't see that coming, but Farouk, Bradshaw, The Rock, and then they had
Everybody
the
went
other,
solo.
yeah, all them niggas went. I was like, man, this shit is crazy. But they should have kept that shit like that because the Nation of Domination was fighting against the Generation X.
No, around that time, that bitch had to turn to what it turned to. Every character in the WWF around that time will come slide in that ring and whap your ass with a chair playing games with me. It ain't had no weak man. Stone Cold and them could beat all them niggas in the match and they could go off and come throwing everybody out the ring. But if you play with a nigga wrong, he come and interrupt your
Yeah.
match with a shot, pop, or hit his move on your fucking ass with his shop clothes on. Bitch, what you think this a game? Come out the dressing room, bang, hit that ball to move. That for playing with me last week. Fuck wrong with you? That attitude, that's what it was. That WWF, the attitude time. That's what made them bitches beat WCW. Y'all
Yeah,
done
I was
Monday
fucking
for
on
us.
WCW for the long time.
Cause
That
that was the
Monday, that
ones,
Monday,
you had to have cable to watch WWF in the old days. Them bitches was on USA.
what would he say? Some of the Rock's family from Sunnydale projects in San Francisco. But Darkel's, listen, his whole family wasn't Rock Samoan or something, or Samoan or
Yeah.
whatever.
His
All his
daddy used to
people who used
rap.
to fight, yeah, back in the gap. So you had to know that he was coming down the pipeline and training.
We knew the
I
Rock when he
understand.
was weak. Remember the elbow wasn't
Yeah,
shit. No people eating popcorn, looking the other way while he doing it because he was a weak ass wrestler. But when he broke a loose from the nation, yeah, that bitch went to being the
and
Rock.
then Warren Sapp said that shit too, because I forgot he played for the University of Miami. He was like, man, we used to punk that nigga, man. The Rock wasn't all that like people. He wasn't, he was solid, but I don't remember him playing for Miami till Warren Sapp said that shit. He looked
Yeah,
weak
they
with the
been had
uniform
said
on
that
and
bitch.
everything.
He was part of the youth. But Sap gonna say that. I like Sap, but some things about Sap, Sap too sour for me.
My
Like,
thing is, on that Miami team with Sapp playing on there, the national champ, I ain't never seen Rock. I ain't never heard his name or nothing. On some real nigga shit, I
he
never
go
heard his
hard.
name. And we've been on Miami since the Irvin them days when they wore the camouflage when they was real. Sapp came after Irvin them.
Nigga, I had to go back and see Greg Olson was on the U.
Boy, that
Yeah.
tight end you.
That's
Shockey,
what I'm
Greg
saying.
Olson, the dude,
But I ain't know Greg was
what the
from the U.
what the fucking boy name is? The tight end. His name start with a W or something. I'm gonna think.
Winslow?
Yeah, Winslow. He went to the U. Boy, it was tight end
Yeah.
U.
Yeah, but I'm saying I ain't know Greg came from that bitch. I've been new, but I had to see. I had to see that. Like, go back. All right,
And he
this
was
bitch come
nice.
from over there. But I don't like how Sap try to label it. We used to punk the rock. We used to do that. A lot of niggas come out, they rookie, they freshman, they first year, roll the pool. But you grow into your
I
own.
I'm
Some
saying,
of them
but
coming there
normally,
already ready. But
all
some
right, but
people
that's what I'm
coming there,
saying. When you go to the U, it's
yeah,
freshmen like Sean Taylor, Devin Hester. Boy, it's some niggas that came in there freshmen. Santana Moss. You seen that boy when we went to the Sugar Bowl? That boy run a
yeah,
100 yard with that big ass flat. Boy, you know how hard that is.
with that
Boy, you
wind
got to be
blowing
a
in that
dog to
bit.
start as a freshman. So I can understand why Sal was saying that. But then again, I'm thinking like, come on, Rock, you big for nothing, boy. You was a big ass nigga then.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. You don't gotta be no dog to start as a freshman on a good team. You just gotta have a little speed and could catch. Understand what's going
But he
on.
played
You
defense, I
gotta be
think.
a dog. You gotta be a dog to start as a freshman on a different kind
I'm
of
listening,
team
cut.
than
Let me
that.
use the bathroom. I'm listening, dude. But listen, dog, you gotta be a dog on that defense. What I'm
Not when everybody else good. You just gotta be all right. I'm telling you. But to play on a team that's trying to build something and all that, and they already it's hard to start as a fucking freshman over there. When they recruit you because you faster than the niggas they got, it be like that a lot of time. The nigga we bringing in, this nigga here is super fast. Yeah, we gonna get him in there on a couple of plays. What you taking the shit, Kyle?
saying? Cause you think the Rock was weak?
When he first
You
came
can
out
hear
as
me?
a happy ass wrestler, but when he you talking about that football?
No, I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking about that football. You think the Rock was weak? Yeah.
Fuck
R.I.P.
no. Not
Sean
if he
Taylor.
played, not if he had if you had a fucking uniform in University of Miami, you knew how to play. Fucking no, that bitch wasn't weak.
I
Nobody
just
they
look at it
ain't
like
picking
this.
up
To
no
be
weak.
honest
Them
with you,
niggas ain't letting no weak niggas make the team. Fuck no, that nigga wasn't weak.
I'm looking at it like this though. The way Miami defense was set up, he could have been a good backup or a reserve to give a nigga a break a play or two. But he wasn't that type of nigga to get out there
No,
like a
they said that
Sean
nigga was
Taylor.
playing. He played. He was on the fucking field. You
What,
gotta
special
get to
teams or
him.
something? Man, dog.
Linebacker.
Bruh, I've been watching the U since the 80s, boy. I ain't never heard no Rocky Mount. What his name is? Rocky Moutville? I ain't never
Some
heard
shit
no nigga
like
name
that.
called like that. I ain't never heard that nigga, man. I've been watching them niggas since Irvin them, boy.
Nigga Sap say when he come running out there. Nigga had to tell him, boy, if you gonna play for us, man, look. Yeah.
He got to be a
Yeah.
reserve then, cause I don't remember him being no starter.
I really
I'm about to look
believe
it up right now. I got my
I,
phone right here.
I really believe if it was like that, a nigga like Sap would have said it. Shaq would have said, man, the Rock water bent, roll that pine, man. Yeah, I think Shaq would have said something. Cause he like dogging the
The
nigga
Rock is
out.
52. The Rock is 52. 54 years old. So that Miami stats. Let me look at this nigga stats, man. Oh, no. The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson played 39 games. One start as a defensive tackle. He ain't played linebacker for Miami Hurricanes from 1990 to 1994. So you played 4 years and recorded 77 tackles and 4.5 sacks. That nigga was weak, man. I told you that. He had 9 tackles his first year, 7 tackles his second year, 34 tackles his third year in 93, and 2 sacks, and he had
Ain't
27 tackles in 94. I see why he was
they
a
want to
fucking
rank one of
wrestler.
them year? They got to rank one of them year?
Yeah, but it wasn't because of him.
Did they get a ring one of them year?
They won a championship in '91, his first year there.
He got a ring.
He got 9 tackles, man. That shit don't count, man. He wasn't no
In the
big
ring.
dog like I
He
see. Boy,
got
I've been
nine
watching
tackles in the
Miami for
ring.
the longest. Cause that was one of my favorite schools coming up. Cause I said to myself, if I was to ever make it and go, it was Miami at that time, Florida, and it was Michigan. LSU wasn't on my radar then, cause LSU was weak around them days. This
Boy,
man had 9 tackles in '91 when they won the fucking check. This man ain't even getting no fucking burn, and he started one time in 39 games.
he got a
No, I'm
ring.
telling you, I used to watch them niggas like a fucking hawk.
That bitch got jury.
Man, he got one.
In my
And
ninth
I give
grade,
him that.
in my ninth, in my ninth grade year at Nickel, sitting on that fucking pine. If them niggas would have won state championship, boy, I want my motherfucking ring. Yeah, I'd have been holding that bitch. Boy, we won the championship. Fucking right. I'm on the team. Yeah.
And then look,
We
he was
won that
backing
bitch.
up Warren. Then look, he was backing up Warren Sapp while behind future Pro Bowl Hall of Famer Warren Sapp on the depth chart. Johnson was a member of the 1991. So if Warren Sapp got hurt, he'd have got thrust into the starting job. He was like basically a little filling for a breather. Warren Sapp needed a breather, get your ass in there. But until then, sit your ass over here. That nigga wasn't getting no burn like that. That's why I say he wasn't no Sean Taylor type. He wasn't no Devin Harris. He wasn't no Santana Moss. He wasn't like no Willis McGahee, no Clinton Portis. He wasn't them type niggas. But his family had a name in wrestling, so I see why you went to wrestling. You use Miami to pump that iron and look all swole and go out there and hit the people's elbow.
Boy, that bitch is
That's
Samoan. He
it.
swole anyway. He swole anyway as a Samoan. Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
But he
Say,
was
but,
on the
but you
team. I
couldn't
ain't
wrestle
gonna
then?
lie. I slept at the hospital with Tasha. That's why I was telling you earlier. I just came in this bitch this morning. But
Man, when Boob called you
yeah,
last night, you said, man, call cuz, man. But you ain't answer the phone. I know you be in that fucked up reception in that hospital. But look, I'm gonna tell you like this. My phone about to die. I got 13%. So I'm about to charge this bitch up. If you want to come back, I'm gonna come back on this bitch.
hit me out.
All right.
All right.
There y'all have it, man. Nola Bar Sports News coming back at you with another slip slabber. This how we gonna be doing it, man. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we gonna bring it. And I'm glad my cuz come on here because he had me thinking about a lot of shit too. And he like to switch it up. So we come up on wrestling, whatever, man. Marbles. We ain't do water polo. We watch horseback riding, however y'all want to get it, man. So hit that like, share, and subscribe. And we gonna get back to the show. And then when I charge my phone up, I'm on like 15%. And I might just go ahead and take me a power now. Cause what time it is? It's 8:33. About to go ahead and wash up and get me while my phone charge up. And I'll be back when I get up, bro. Cause I go to work tonight at 9. So I'm gonna come back and give y'all another slip slapper, man. Much love to all y'all, man. Don't forget to leave a comment. If you like the show, hit the like, share this thing, you heard me? And we gonna be getting on that real shit too. Since my cuz be wanna come on this bitch and oh Slim, I'm about to drop my thing in the email. So anybody that got a blue, I'm saying, bro, for real, for real. I ain't in no street shit. I don't care. As long as y'all good, y'all legal. I'ma leave my email in the chat in the comments. Y'all hit me up, and I'ma so I can lock y'all number in so y'all won't come on and join the show. That's how we gonna do it, man. I want to hear all y'all perspective. I just don't want to be on here boring y'all to death and shit like that. I want to hear what everybody gotta say. Lord of Sports News coming back at you with another slip slapper, and I'm out.